Greetings, fellow detectives. Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone, to Danger on Deception Island. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Welcome. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Danger on Deception Island. Very excited for this one. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Allison. Welcome. I am so ready for this game today. The weather here today is almost exactly like the weather on Deception Island, so it's perfect. Cloudy, looks like it's about to rain. It is supposed to rain later. Chilly. It'll be a perfect game to cuddle up with my blanket in. I've got my hood up for some extra warmth. I am so ready for this one. Welcome, everyone. If there's any problems with audio or anything, please let me know. But I think we'll go ahead and get started.
Welcome to my latest case, Danger on Deception Island. Dear Ned, here I am on a ferry bound for Deception Island, one of the San Juan Islands off the coast of Washington State. George's friend, Katie Firestone, is expecting me. Katie's a marine biologist who's doing research into deep water parasitic growth. She also owns a whale watching boat and takes tours out practically every day. I should be excited, but for some reason I feel on edge, like something's out of whack. Maybe it's because George and Beth arranged this little vacation for me, and sometimes their plans don't work out so well. Or maybe it's because we're about to dock at a place called Snake Horse Harbor. Kind of a creepy name for a town, don't you think? Or maybe it's because I haven't been on vacation for so long that I've forgotten how to relax. Anyway, we're here. It's not raining, but it's not sunny either. It's just kind of gray. Maybe that's why I feel so strange. Ever yours, Nancy. Katie?
Hi, you must be Nancy. I'm Katie Firestone. Come on, I'll take you down to the boat. Great timing, huh? I just got back from getting some groceries. George could not have picked a better time to arrange for you to come out here. Just last week, this orca showed up in the channel, and now it... Oh my gosh, what happened? Someone tore the place apart. The engine's a mess, parts are missing, others are damaged. Why would somebody do this?
I turned it up a little bit, Allison. Is this any better now? Thanks for letting me know.
Are you gonna be able to fix it?
I better be able to. I can't afford to pay someone else to do it, and if I end up having to replace a lot of parts, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Want me to help you?
Look, you're on vacation. Just go relax. Or bike into town, or take my kayak out. It's at the end of the dock. Just always wear your life jacket, and don't go past the channel markers. And if the fog starts coming in, head to shore fast. The fog we get around here is as thick as cotton. And never go out without a GPS. That's a global positioning system. Mine's somewhere around here. Anyway, your bunk's the empty one below. Why don't you go unpack?
Awesome. Thank you, Allison.
Nope, I'm all unpacked.
We're all unpacked. I love the idea of a houseboat like this. Like, how fun would this be for a little vacation? So, we have Nancy's good old suitcase here. We have some tokens from Haunted Carousel, Hack Krollmeister shirt, her classic horse shirt. Love that. Chaco Pottery Reconstructed Beach Hill Museum special preview May 21st. So Nancy has a little souvenir from Beach Hill from Secret of the Scarlet Hand. It is so cute. It's just adorable. I just love this music. Agreed, Jessica. This soundtrack is easily one of my favorites. And then we have this magazine, which Nancy's been carrying around for a long time. She probably doesn't even have time to read it, which is why she just keeps carrying it with her. She just assumes she'll eventually be able to read it. Cute little bunks. We have a mini freeze.
Wonder what's in here.
A big old block of ice, so Nancy can't even see what's in the mini freeze at all. And then we have this little desk area. Oh, the boat area up here, kind of like the driving spot. A map. So this is Deception Island. Deception and... Is it pronounced Scrabe? Or scarab? Scrabe? Okay, orca is somewhere over in this direction. Wonderful. So Katie has actually gotten to see the orca, it sounds like.
Looks like whoever damaged your engine did something to your faucet, too.
It'd be great if you could fix it. The pipes are in the cabinet under the sink.
The pipes are in the cabinet under the sink?
At least the person who messed up the faucet left all the pipes here. I hope.
Wow, they did a number on these pipes. Did they just rip them all out? How rude. Okay, so we start down here. Oh, well that was a lucky guess. That's the first one. Basically, once you get the first one, it's not too hard from there.
That doesn't go there.
And now that I've said that, it'll probably be very difficult. Hi, Hound Dog! Just managed to catch this before work again. How is everything going? Going pretty well. Today is a very Deception Island-y type day. Very cloudy, so it's a perfect game for the day. Work wasn't too stressful, so that's always great. How are you all doing today on this lovely Monday? And why can't I find the correct piece? It wouldn't go down, would it? No, that wouldn't make sense. It has to go around this thing. This one? Aha, there we go. And then, I don't know, maybe this one?
This goes here.
This goes here. Thanks for the encouragement, Nancy. And then maybe this one? I do like that they at least give us pieces to go around. Sort of. Aha! Aha! Here we go. Making progress. Nancy's a plumber extraordinaire.
This goes here.
Hi, Demon Slayer! Welcome! We are fixing pipes.
The pipe's all fixed. I'll turn the water back on. There was something under the pipes.
Yay! I love this victory music. Hi, Maria! Didn't manage to watch the Haunted Carousel because of time zones. Ah, bummer. Super glad to see the internet connection is fine now. Yes, thanks to my fiance who literally, like, on his run, stopped by Walmart and went in to get a 50-foot Ethernet cable. And my brother, who helped me figure out that that's what I actually needed. Internet, hopefully, knock on wood, fingers and toes crossed, is gonna be okay. I think any real plumber would shudder at those pipes. Oh, I'm sure, Demon Slayer. We have this business card for Andy Jason's Whale World under the pipes. Circumstantial evidence, but it's a little suspicious. Nancy can make herself some sandwiches with some pretty sketch ingredients. Whose pipes actually look like that? Certainly not mine. Like, that's just so long. It's so unnecessary. It's definitely not the most direct path. Ooh, chocolate sauce sandwich?
Much of a sandwich if I don't put something in it.
Baking soda, peanut butter. I'm definitely a peanut butter and banana sandwich fan myself, but there's no bananas. What are your guys' favorite sandwiches? What's your go-to? I've never been a huge fan of peanut butter and jelly, actually. For some reason, don't know why. We got ketchup. We have some nasty-looking cheese. We should not use that cheese. Your fiancé is definitely a keeper, saving the world one internet cable at a time. He absolutely is a keeper, Demon Slayer. Creamy anchovies? That's nasty. Hey, Cheddar Chip! I had to eat lunch, but good to see you're streaming. It was a bad day today, but at least I can watch your stream. Oh, I'm so glad we have this stream to hopefully make your day a little bit better. I'm sorry you've had a bad day, Cheddar Chip. Is this ham? Kind of nasty looking ham. The lettuce looks okay. The mayonnaise is ridiculously expired. 1994. At least 10 years old. Habanero sauce. What do you guys think of spice? I am a wimp when it comes to spice. Mustard, tomatoes look fine. The cheese in the fridge looks fine. Ice cream sandwich and a jellyfish sandwich. Probably shouldn't do that one. I love a good fluffernutter, peanut butter and marshmallow fluff. Oh my goodness, that sounds so good, Jello Kiwi. Yum. Ice cream sandwich is my favorite. I hear you, Allison. Okay, well let's make Nancy just a classic PB&J for now. We'll eat this one. So now she's fueled up and ready to go. Over here, town meeting to discuss the orca. Be heard, be there. I'm pretty boring with my sandwiches, just plain ham normally, but Nutella if I have it in the house. Oh yeah, that sounds good. Best sandwich is a Dale Earnhardt Jr. Banana and mayo. It's the nastiest thing ever. Is that a real sandwich? Banana and mayo? Oh my goodness. Awesome Ghost Dogs calendar with Vitus and Lucy from the whole Mickey Malone speakeasy. I wonder if this is how Sally is making her, like, money now. Is she just, like, making a tourist thing out of the Ghost Dogs? Benjamin Hawkins. Coffee break at Kettle. Yay. Wash boat. Town meeting to discuss orca at Swenson H. Nancy Drew arriving. So we arrived. Uncle Bob. That's probably a reference to Bob coming up. To be honest, favorite sandwich, brioche bun, ham, salami, Munster cheese, and honey mustard. That sounds amazing.
Trusty laptop. Good thing I recharged my batteries.
Nancy, you're so tech savvy now.
My brand new anagram buster. If I come across letters that need unscrambling, I'll be all set.
Oh, and mayo cheddar chip. Nice. Okay, we have a journal, we have this fancy anagram buster, we have mail, but again, no outgoing mail, this time because the spam filter works too well. Daddy Drew's day off. Dear Nancy, thought you'd be interested to know that your father, believe it or not, is taking a day off. He was supposed to be in court all week, but early this morning a water main broke and flooded the basement of the courthouse. They turned off all the electricity as a safety precaution and sent everybody home. So without any appointments or trials to prepare for, he has nothing to do. Too bad you're not here. He could take you to the zoo or something. Just so he stays out of my hair. Love, Hannah. Oh, Hannah, you're the best. There's videos online of people trying it with their disgusted reactions. Ugh, that sounds so gross. Burglaries plague Snake Horse Harbor. Okay, so lots of burglaries in the area recently. See, Nancy, you can't go anywhere without just, like, cursing the town. Orca stirs up trouble. The National Marine Fisheries Service ruled last night that any unauthorized boat that comes within 300 feet of the lone orca that has taken up residence in Snake Horse Harbor will be fined $1,000. There's some orca trouble, too. Holt Scotto runs for harbor master. People are tired of politicians trying to save everything that's covered in fur, feathers, or blubber, said Scotto. Saving jobs, that's what they should be doing. I realize being harbor master's not like being senator or anything, but you've got to start somewhere. Okay, so there's elections going on, there's burglaries, all sorts of interesting news in the area. Sounds like you picked an opportune time to visit.
If I have to do research on anything, I can use this.
We have a search bar. Weather, overcast with patchy fog. Fog is perfect for mysteries. We have an ad for Whale World. Andy Jason, owner. I love Whale World. And then another map of Deception Island with all of the tourist attractions. I would totally visit Deception Island. This would be such a fun vacay. I remember I tried a sandwich with nothing but cold ketchup on it when I was young. Probably the second grossest thing I've ever had. Oh, that does not sound great. Cold ketchup. Ooh.
Apparently our saboteur took all the books out of the drawer up here. Must have been looking for something. Want me to put them away?
If you could put them back in the drawer for me, that would be awesome.
I love Nancy's shouting voice in this. Apparently our saboteur. She just sounds so strained. Oh, Nancy.
Hey, what's the best way to get all these in here with no space left over?
Okay, so this is a funny space puzzle because you don't actually have to be that accurate. Like, these books very clearly are, like, overlapping the shelf, but, you know, it's okay, apparently. So they just have to be close enough. I like to try and find ones that are all the same length. Like, these are definitely the same length, aren't they? Try and... How do you line these up very carefully? There we go. Very carefully. Fog is great ambience, yes. Silent Hill was great for that. Deception Island is made up, but if you look at the map where it would be, it's actually super close to where I live. Oh, that's really cool. Is it always very foggy? Or frequently very foggy? We're needing, I don't think these books are supposed to go here. We're needing some shorter ones. Or some, oh, here we go, some taller ones. Because we can't rotate these, can we? Right click is not rotating them. These are short, but maybe we can fit something else in? Like these? Aha! So we got a nice rectangle there. The closest I've come to a place like Deception Island, I feel like, is when I visited San Francisco. But when we visited, it happened to be just like perfect weather. It was sunny almost the whole time we were there, which is apparently pretty out of the norm for San Francisco. So we got lucky. This has to go here, right? Yeah, that looks good. Okay, this could maybe go here. This is definitely not a science. This is an art in stacking. Beautiful. Yeah, that's exactly what we did. Definitely wasn't anything different than that. Any books we can look at? Arboreal Morphology by Irina Predoviciu, PhD.
Complex morphological issues, microscopic tracheid analysis, microtome surfacing?
Basically all saying that this book is way out of our league. Dr. Predoviciu is the assistant director of the National Wood Laboratory located in Wisconsin. There had to be somebody from Wisconsin that worked on these games because there are so many just random Wisconsin things, plus Treasure in the Royal Tower being in Wisconsin. There just has to be. It can be depending on the time of year, but all the islands around that area are super pretty. That sounds gorgeous. That's the fastest I've ever seen the puzzle solved. Thank you, Hound Dog. That was actually pretty fast for me, too. It normally takes me a little bit longer than that.
Okay if I use your microscope?
Sure, go ahead.
So we can look at things in the microscope. We can look at a flea. Ooh.
Wow.
Onion skin. I totally did this in high school. Hair. Very cool. You can see the little cells. Raw meat. Very nice. Feathers.
Awesome.
Those look really cool. And a butterfly wing. Ooh,
Too cool.
that is not what I expected. Very cool. So we have a microscope, which is good to know. Can use that if need be. Anything else up here? Can we honk the horn? Nope, doesn't look like it. What game can we honk the horn in? Sea of Darkness? Is that the one where we can honk the horn? It's not important, but it's fun. Okay, I think that's everything inside the boat. We can go talk to Katie now.
You know, Nancy, for what it's worth, I shot my mouth off pretty good at the town meeting last night.
You think that could be why somebody did this to your boat?
I did get pretty obnoxious. See, the thing is, this orca, this killer whale, showed up in the channel about a week ago and has been hanging around here ever since all by itself. She was getting way too close to boats, so I called the National Marines Fisheries Service. They made some recordings and did some tests and are analyzing them. In the meantime, they ordered all boats to stay at least 300 feet away from her or risk paying a $1,000 fine. That's what the meeting last night was about.
Right, Nancy is really excited in this one.
Some people don't like that idea?
The people that fish for a living sure don't. They're steering clear of the whale by taking the long way around the island to get out to sea, which costs them time and fuel. Some people say she should be captured and towed out to sea.
And what do you say?
I agree with the no-boat zone. I also think that if she's found to be sick, she should be shipped to a research facility for treatment, not returned to her pod. I said as much last night, only much more strongly.
Who's Andy Jason?
Andy does whale watching tours too. If I had $1 for every time he's come here trying to talk me into selling out to him, I wouldn't be fixing this engine. I'd be buying a new one.
Do you want me to call the sheriff for you?
Actually, I'd rather not get the sheriff involved. The insurance company would raise my rates, and I just can't afford that. Besides, I've got my very own private detective now. You.
See you in a bit.
I'll be right here.
Your dad got you a microscope as a gift once? That's so cool. Hi, Jessica. Welcome. We have just gotten started, so we're not too far in. Just exploring the boat. Oh, it's this horn we can honk. Hehe.
This note wasn't here before, was it?
No, whoever messed up my boat must have written it.
Stop meddling or
Uh-oh.
else.
Katie's GPS doesn't look so hot. I'd better tell Katie her GPS is broken.
Yeah, somebody smashed it. That's not very nice. Those are expensive. Especially back then.
What's up?
I'm afraid whoever tore up your boat also wrecked your GPS device.
Oh no. It'd be a shame for you not to go kayaking. I know. Bike to the Hot Kettle Cafe and see if Holt Scotto will let you borrow a GPS from him.
See you in a bit.
Enjoy.
Plot twist, Andy Jason is the adult version of Andy from Toy Story. He actually totally looks like him, too. Ooh, Jessica, I'm, knock on wood, think it is on your end? Hope all is well today. Today has been a pretty nice day so far. How's your day been? Nancy sounds so young, like her actual age. Yeah, exactly. Allison, another Sims 4 Nancy Drew movie. Like another build or another part in the LP? Cheddar Chip, I love how expressive their hand motions are when they talk. Yes, they definitely move their hands a lot. Okay, so down here is the kayak. Ooh, and a bottle.
Piece of paper inside. Maybe it's a message. That's odd.
I can only ever think of Over the Hedge when I see Rosebud. The culprit was Yzma. She took Katie's GPS and smashed it with a hammer. Yes. Yzma is queen. Love Yzma. All right. Okay, first, second chance. We will not wear our helmet. We'll be very unsafe and we'll bike around without our helmet. Rough road. Oh no! The little person crashes on the bike. Bike crash lands cycling sleuth in hospital. Teenager neglects to wear helmet, pays the price. Ye old deception zucchini toss. Yeah, okay. Well, second chance. Just a good reminder, everyone, always wear your helmets. When will you do another build? I am currently working on a build. It's a very big one and a very long one. One is in process. Reminds me of the money cheat on The Sims when I was younger. Yes, Rosebud. Absolutely. And now it's just Motherload. Or Ka-ching. Yeah. This stream is perfect because I'm learning to knit and I can watch it in the background. That's amazing, Demon Slayer. Cheddar Chip Ruffles, just to let you know, I like to be called Ruffles. Okay, I will call you Ruffles from now on. Do you want the whole thing or just Ruffles? Ooh, we're going to see the deaths now. Neat. Yes. The deaths have been requested. This must be a slow news town if that made the front page. Yeah, it must be. It's a very small town, apparently. I was actually gonna go biking today, but I have no idea where my helmet is, so yeah, you don't want to pull a Nancy. Any plans to stream tomorrow or the next few days? I kind of have to play it by ear a little bit the next couple days. I know we don't have school on Friday, so I will be able to do something on Friday for sure. The other days I have to kind of see how my meetings line up. Hopefully, fingers crossed. The little person crashes on the bike and falls off at like 10 miles away from it. That's a pretty impressive crash, honestly. Can't wait to see the build. Oh, hi, Amanda. To be honest, whichever. Okay, sounds good, Ruffles.
Hang on, I'll be right with you.
Actually, I'm looking for someone named Holt Scotto.
So what do you want? I'm Holt Scotto.
I'm Nancy Drew. Katie Firestone said I might be able to find you in here.
Well, you're not one of them save the whale and heck with everybody else crusader types like she is, are you?
Is that what you think Katie is?
Her true colors came out real clear last night. Us fishermen don't count. All that matters is rescuing that poor precious orca out there. To heck with people trying to make a living. Of course, is the way she makes her living being hurt by that whale? Why, no. Her business is booming. Now ain't that the oddest thing?
She's back at the boat right now trying to fix her engine. Somebody vandalized it.
She ticked off a lot of people last night. That's what she gets for being so meddlesome. Anyway, welcome to Snake Horse Harbor, home of Cadborosaurus. That's how this place got its name, you know.
Who's Cadborosaurus?
Well, that's the sea monster Native Americans used to see out in the channel ever so often. Called it the snake horse. Had the head of a horse and the body of a giant snake. People on Vancouver Island started calling it Cadborosaurus after it or one of its relatives was seen a couple of times at Cadboro Bay. They call it Caddy for short.
Is it a friendly sea monster?
Back in the late 1800s, he took the rap for a lot of hoodoo around here. Fog would roll in at night, and men would just vanish. It was the snake horse, people would say. Little did they know.
Oh my gosh, Demon Slayer, that's intense. Having to restart the game every time? Whoa. Hopefully things work out. Yes, Hound Dog. Fingers crossed for sure. This diner is loud. Vote for Holt. Spread the word.
So it wasn't the snake horse?
Well, they'd been shanghaied. See, a bunch of establishments in town had secret panels built right into the walls. Guy'd be having a drink one minute, and next minute he'd be clobbered over the head, whisked into a secret passageway, and taken out to a ship waiting in the harbor. He'd wake up on the high seas and discover that if he wanted to survive, he'd better do what the captain ordered. No matter what he was before, he was now a sailor. It was a cheap way for captains to get crews back then, and an easy way for some of the town's citizens to make money.
Did you say you were a fisherman?
4th generation. I fished every ocean for just about every fish you can make money fishing for. Lived here for the last 11 years.
Oh, Ruffles, I had a similar situation. I didn't learn to ride a bike until I was like 12 because I was just too scared. It took a long time. Holt literally talks crap about Nancy's friend, and then he's like, well, welcome to Snake Horse Harbor, right? At least he likes us. Vancouver Island, I've been there. Cool. Vancouver Island sounds really cool. Yeah, Maddie, you never got rid of yours either. Haven't ridden a bike since I was 12. Haven't ridden my bike in years. I'm great at skateboarding, which is arguably harder. Oh my gosh, yeah, I can't even stand on a skateboard, let alone move on one.
Are you retired?
Fishermen never retire, young lady. After all, what would we do? Go fishing? Only reason I'm not out there right now is because I've been in and out of campaign meetings since 8 this morning.
You're running for office?
I think it's high time people around here started doing what makes sense, instead of doing what's politically correct all the time. Harbor Master we got now bends over backwards so far for the environmentalists, it's a wonder he can still walk upright.
Whoever trashed Katie's boat also ruined her GPS.
Oh, now that's a shame.
Thing is, I'd like to go kayaking while I'm here, only I can't without a GPS.
Oh, now that really is a shame. Tell you what, I got a spare right here in my duffel. You know what else I got in my duffel?
I have no idea.
This is a little seamanship quiz I whipped up. I'm thinking about making people pass it before they're allowed to rent any kind of watercraft once I become harbor master. Here.
Bye, Hound Dog. Thanks for joining. Have a good day at work.
The idea is to cut down on having to rescue people who got no business being out on the water in the first place. Trouble is, nobody's actually taken it yet. I need a guinea pig.
Oh, I would love that, Demon Slayer.
You mean, if I take the quiz, you'll let me borrow the GPS?
If you pass the quiz, the GPS is yours. You'll need that container for the last question.
See you around.
Watch out for Caddy.
I tend to agree, Jessica. I don't know if it's the best fit for him. So there's the SHH Club
Looks like I
annual
can't go
party.
in there.
This very loud party going on. And then we have the beautiful diner here. You know what else I have in my duffel? Right? Every time he says that, it's kind of creepy. It's like, no. It's kind of a weird way to say it. The sun always sets in the west. I don't remember how much a clamming permit fine is. The left side of a boat is its port side.
Good.
The moon always rises in the east. In Morse code, that says vote for Holt.
Correct.
The North Star is part of the... Isn't it the Big Dipper?
Not.
Is it the Little Dipper? Whoop. The Littler
Am
Dipper.
I smart or what?
What is the Little Dipper? Oh. Don't ask someone who doesn't know how to identify crab biology and risk getting sent to jail. Right, Friday Lambda? Ask a local person to take the test. Exactly. They need to respect social distancing. This is so true. A schooner is a boat with at least 2 masts?
Very good.
I think it's a fisherman knot.
Perfect.
And what kind of knot is it? That I don't remember. Okay, so we have a couple things to look up. Interesting what one remembers and what one does not remember. Okay, everyone, you're at the Hot Kettle Cafe. What are you gonna order? I want a homemade scone and... Ooh, this is tough. Give me a grande chai. Chai latte, though. Like, not a chai tea. I want a chai latte. Yeah. That's what I want. Why would he say it like that? It's a good question. Well, it kind of sounds like that guy your parents teach you about in Stranger Danger. Exactly.
What can I get for you, Nancy?
Since we haven't met, there's only one way you could know my name.
On the day my Aunt Iris turned this place over to me, she said, Jenna, you're about to become a real good listener. And darned if she wasn't right.
So you own this cafe?
Aunt Iris left it to me 3 years ago. It's been in the Dublin family since the day it was built, which was back in, 1866 or something. So, you're visiting Katie Firestone. My condolences.
Your condolences?
Me and her don't see eye to eye on a couple of things.
You mean like the whale?
That orca out there should be rejoined with her pod as soon as possible. Period. End of story. No matter what Miss Fancy Schmancy's science degree says. Other people may be bamboozled by all her talk of data charts and field tests and monitoring whatnots, but not me. The only thing she wants is to get that whale into an aquarium. It wouldn't surprise me if Katie's been secretly feeding it. Which is against the law, by the way. And you know what else? It wouldn't surprise me if she trashed her own boat, because she knew that after that meeting last night, everybody would assume that Holt did it and not want to vote for him. I got an idea. Let's change the subject.
Ooh, all those orders look delicious. Know what else is in my duffel? You want some candy, Nancy? No, Holt, no.
Does Andy Jason ever come in here?
Everybody comes in here. Know how some people can't go a day without coffee? People around here can't go a day without a bowl of my clam chowder. In fact, if you ever want a free sample, just say the word.
Oh, same, Maria. I've really been missing going to coffee shops.
So Andy Jason is one of your regulars?
Actually, he only comes in once or twice a week. Says he's too busy. Of course, the reason he's so busy is because he's too cheap to hire another person to help him run the place. Kinda surprised me when I heard he was trying to buy Katie Firestone out. Must have something up his sleeves, all I can figure.
You can't have any sweets, Amanda? So you'll get the Italian ice and rice. Nice. Jenna Dublin. Yeah, she could be Irish. Dublin. Jenna, you were the one who brought it up. Yeah, Jenna. Okay, so if you ask... Actually, let's do this first.
What do you know about the Shanghaiing that used to go on around here?
It never went on, that's what I know. Shoving grown men into passageways and carting them off to ships never to be seen again? It's just a big, colorful, tall tale. Never happened.
So I have the glitch where if I don't ask for the muffin now, I never get to have them again. I don't know if that, everybody has that glitch or if it's just certain people. So I'm going to ask for a muffin first.
Instead of the chowder, do you think I could try one of those muffins?
Coming right up. Next one will be on the house, too.
Yum.
That was delicious.
Here, let me get rid of that for you.
Might as well have some chowder now, too.
Think I could try a bowl of your clam chowder?
Coming right up. Next one will be on the house, too.
Oh my gosh, yum.
That was delicious.
Here, let me get rid of that for you.
It's been fun talking to you.
Yeah, hasn't it, though?
Yum. Ask about her muffins. I never got any of the food. Oh, I love getting the food. Okay, so we have a caddy here. Atlantic herring. Hey Jenna, it was good to visit you last month. Boy, do I miss that clam chowder. Oh, and you too. Love, Kim. P.S. Can you send me the recipe? Okay. So we have a random postcard with an Atlantic herring on it.
What is this card thing?
Good question. Aunt Ira said it and the others like it have been on the walls in here since the place was built.
That's interesting. So all of these are on the wall, but some of them have these little sliders and then some do not. What do you guys normally get at Starbucks? Ooh, a white chocolate mocha and brownie pumpkin bread. That sounds so good. Whenever I go to Starbucks, I always get a chai tea latte.
Nothing behind this one.
We have another really popular chain here is called Caribou. And I go to Caribou more often than I go to Starbucks. So when I go to Caribou, I get a lot of their lattes because those are super good. Oh, and the honey citrus mint tea from Starbucks, I get that every time that I'm sick, and it helps a lot. It's a delicious tea. This is the only time you can ask for muffins. If you don't ask now, you can never get them. Exactly, Friday Lambda. Oh, you're celiac, Amanda. No wheat, rye, barley, or malt. Ooh. Yeah, then eating at the hot kettle would be tricky. I want a double chocolate chip muffin right now. That sounds so good.
A book on sea monsters. Very cool.
Sea monsters of North America. Yeah, we can solve the first 3 puzzles now. Yeah, I think we'll try to do that now, Friday Lambda. I think that's a good idea. No sooner did humans take to the lakes and coastal waters of North America in boats than they began to tell of frightening encounters with strange water-dwelling creatures. Native Americans sometimes left visual records of what they saw in the form of petroglyphs. European settlers would hear their tales and disregard them as legends and superstitions. But it wasn't long before they, too, began to see things that were so fantastic in size and appearance that there was only one term for them: sea monsters. North America is not only surrounded by water, but it contains tens of thousands of lakes. People have been seeing monsters in some of its larger lakes for hundreds of years. Among the most notable lake monsters are Champ, the creature said to inhabit Lake Champlain, between New York and Vermont, Bessie in Lake Erie, Ogopogo in Okanagan Lake in British Columbia. So cool. Residents of the Pacific Northwest who live near or spend time on the water occasionally report seeing Caddy, short for Cadborosaurus. This monster prefers the sea and has been spotted at various times along the coasts of Oregon and Washington and around Vancouver Island and the Queen Charlotte Islands off the coast of British Columbia. This is super cool. I usually go to Tim Hortons, but if I do, then I get a passion tea lemonade in the summer. That sounds delicious. Ooh, Dunkin'. Black tea with cream and sugar. Dunkin' has tea for $2. That's such a good deal. Wow. Could be worse. My mother is allergic to sulfur dioxide. And guess what uses that to preserve food? Oh my gosh, probably everything. Wow. My grandpa was allergic to soy, so he couldn't have anything with soy in it, and there's soy in almost everything. What's immediately striking about the descriptions of this fearsome foursome is how similar they are. All are described as having long necks and heads that resemble that of a horse or camel. They're said to be snake-like with bodies 1 to 2 feet in diameter and anywhere from 12 to 80 feet long, sometimes moving through the water in straight log-like fashion. At other times moving as a series of undulating humps. They are dark-colored, usually green, brown, or black. Some witnesses report seeing flippers and tails that are fluked and horizontal as opposed to vertical like most fish. Though they are occasionally blamed for boating and swimming mishaps, these creatures have been seen eating fish, seals, and seabirds, but never people. So what are they really? Some cryptozoologists, people who study animals whose existence has been described in anecdotes and folklore but never scientifically verified, theorize that Caddy, Champ, Bessie, and Ogopogo are throwbacks to prehistoric times and are a type of plesiosaur that lives and breeds in underwater crevices and caves. Others say they are most likely to be descendants of Basilosaurus, a serpent-like primitive whale that was 45 to 70 feet long. Debunkers say that what witnesses claim to have seen was nothing more than strange wave formations or bobbing logs or sturgeon, truly monstrous fish that spend their lives in both fresh and salt water and can grow to be more than 20 feet long. Yeah, sturgeons are huge. My dad is a fish scientist, and he actually caught a sturgeon once. None of these sea monsters has ever been captured, let alone photographed or videotaped to the satisfaction of skeptics. Occasionally, however, carcasses that fit their description wash ashore or inadvertently hauled up in fishing nets. Dead creatures turn out to be basking sharks. Yeah, because the flesh rots away and then it leaves this creepy looking bone thing. Plesiosaurs. Someday someone will prove or disprove once and for all the existence of sea monsters in North America. I think that's super interesting. I love that premise with this. Holt is kind of creepy, even though he doesn't look like the villain of the game. Yeah, Holt is kind of a creep. I agree, Scanlan. Anything with flour, molasses, french fries, maraschino cherries. Wow, that's insane. I'm currently eating a salami and cheese sandwich on gluten-free bread with black tea. That sounds delicious, Amanda. I love where I live since 3 blocks down my neighborhood is a McDonald's, Wendy's, Dunkin', Walgreens, CVS, a little Cuban supermarket, and a KFC. Wow, you are centrally located. That's handy. Okay, let's try some of these. It's hard to know for sure which one each one means. Let's see, does this have a diamond on it? No diamond, so we know it's not diamonds. Is it hearts? This one doesn't have a heart, so it's probably spades. And we need to get a royal flush, ace, king, queen, jack, and 10. Oh wait, maybe it's not spades. Oh, yeah, no, it's still the spades. Queen. Yeah, we'll want this one to be the queen. This one can be the ace. Oh, come on. Queen. How on earth does one accomplish this? They just overlap with each other. Wait. Huh. Holt scared me as a kid. Yeah. I have family members who are allergic to half the planet, so feeding them can be a bit of a problem. The nearest Walmart is 10 miles from me. I live nowhere. Ooh, but you got to go to Moon Lake yesterday. That's awesome, Jessica. How fun. I just love that that's an actual place. How cool is that? Why? I can't get these to line up. Because it's only the... There we go. Okay. No, I want this to be the king. Oh, your mother can just take Benadryl? That's good at least. An easy solution.
I made a royal flush.
Ah! Comments. Closing notifications. Excuse me, pardon me. Trying to take sips of water so I stay hydrated. Okay, does this one have one?
Nothing behind this one.
Nothing behind this one. The booths are so cool with all the stained glass and everything. Very cool. We have these flags, which will come in handy later, and the International Communication Alphabet. Postcards, and this is how we can tell what a male crab looks like. So it's got a narrow abdomen as opposed to the wider abdomen. And then these ones have it, don't they? Didn't get out of my car because there were a bunch of people supposed to be social distancing. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard that, like, walks are okay as long as you are able to maintain your distance, but that is kind of tricky to manage when there's so many people. Crazy. This one looks like it would be hearts, because we've got a lot of them. I just have to find the ace of hearts. Okay, wait, maybe not hearts, because that's the only heart, and that's the only heart. So maybe not hearts? Spades or diamonds? Let's try spades. King of spades. Jack of spades.
I made a royal flush.
Aha, there we go. So spades. I mean, clovers, not spades. We already did spades, we did clovers, and now this one maybe is hearts or diamonds. Probably diamonds. Or very likely diamonds? Yeah, diamonds. Okay, queen of diamonds. King. Queen, jack.
I made a royal flush.
There we go. Okay, so we got the first three done. Moon Lake is poppin'. Nice. Okay. Let's go to Whale World. Love this music. Okay, we are at Whale World. Hello, Andy Jason. Oh, and we have the clamming fine is 138.43. 138.43.
Perfect.
So now we just need a crab, and I need to figure out this kind of knot.
Hi there. Welcome. What can I do you for?
Are you Andy Jason?
That's me. How'd you know?
I'm Nancy Drew. I'm a friend of Katie Firestone's. I saw your business card on her boat.
Nice to meet you, Nancy. Any friend of Katie's is a friend of mine.
So you consider yourself to be a friend of Katie's?
I like to think we're friends, or that we could be friends if she'd just be reasonable.
You mean if she'd just accept your offer?
I'm offering her the deal of a lifetime. She'd make more money, she'd have more free time. I mean, look at this place. I run a first-class operation. It's my mission to see that everyone who comes to Snake Horse Harbor leaves with a greater appreciation for marine mammals. And if I make a buck in the process, that's cool too.
Why do you want to buy Katie out? She can't be taking that many customers away from you.
I don't like her taking any customers away from me. And frankly, with this whale doing its orphan thing out there, I'm losing a lot of customers to her.
Isn't the whale just as good for your business as it is for hers?
Katie convinced the fisheries service that she should be allowed to monitor the orca's condition, which means she can get right up next to the whale while my boat has to stay away.
I mean, that is kind of sketchy, Katie.
Katie takes passengers with her when she checks on the whale?
Paying passengers, as many as she can safely fit.
The only thing we're allowed to go out for is shopping for a certain amount of things like food or doctor's appointments. Yeah, we're under a shelter-in-place order, too, for I think another week and a half, so it's only for necessities and for like a little bit of outdoor exercise. Without the helmet. Okay, Jessica, I'll do that. Yeah, rest is just staying home. Yeah, Jessica, if you know the answer off the top of your head, that would be great.
What do you think should be done with the orca out there?
Nothing. I think people should just leave it alone. I mean, why do we humans always think we know best? We can barely deal with ourselves, let alone a whole other species.
Someone ransacked Katie's boat while she was in town this morning. Made a real mess.
Wonder if it's related to those burglaries.
What burglaries?
A bunch of stuff was stolen from 2 shops earlier this week. Food, tools, clothing, electronics. There was no sign of forced entry, no trace of who did it. Sheriff's still scratching his head.
Whoever ransacked Katie's boat tore a bunch of parts out of her engine. It's like they wanted to make sure she couldn't go anywhere for a while.
That's too bad.
In a way, it's kind of good. I mean, for you at least.
Very true. As long as her boat's out of commission, I'll get all her customers.
Thanks for your time.
My pleasure.
This is a really fun entry. Not too hard, very fun atmosphere, premise, along with a little dark backstory and the secret tunnels. Exactly, Afrogamer dude. It's like the perfect amount of everything. Yeah, it is a fisherman's knot. I got that part, but then it's like, what kind of knot is it? So I know the name of the knot, but not the kind. I can look it up on the computer, but if someone knows off the top of your head, that's awesome. I can't go to school and to other places until May 1st. Yeah, Ruffles, we're doing distance learning until May 4th as well. So I'm doing all of my therapy online with kids, which is crazy. It's definitely a creative experience. Earning a buck is always fun too, man. Yeah, who doesn't love earning a buck? Oh, it's my favorite animal. Manatees are my favorite animals, guys. It's so cute. Look at its little snout. I love it. What are your guys' favorite animals? Manatees are my favorite, closely followed by hippos. I obviously have a type when it comes to animals.
Wow, that's a beauty.
Online class that's been exposed to open hackers? Oh my gosh. That sounds awful, Ruffles. Do you have to work from home now? Yeah, I'm working Monday through Friday, basically regular hours still.
Interesting.
So I'm designing lessons for students and then posting them on an online learning platform, and then we kind of communicate back and forth through that.
Miss, please don't touch that.
Oh, he doesn't want us to touch the puzzle. And then we have the awesome museum. This might be the second most educational game in the series. Any game that has an actual museum, we get to learn quite a bit. The scientific order Cetacea. Whales might be my third favorite animal, to be honest. I don't know if a specific kind, though. Ooh, octopuses! I love octopuses. Intelligent, can camouflage, squeeze through tiny spaces. Yeah, they're so cool. Oh yeah, bend not. I think you're right, Jessica. Let's try that. Bend?
That should do it.
Aha.
I have to bring him a male Dungeness crab.
So we do still have to get him a crab. All orcas look alike. Not. Yeah, so they have different fins. These dorsal fins at the top. Males have tall ones, females have shorter ones that are curved. Based on their fin, scientists can tell which whale is which. And they go, wee! Koalas and dolphins, cute. Thanks, walkthrough. Nice, Jessica. We love it. It got its name from whalers who called it whale killer, because it killed other whales, and they live in family pods. Very cool. I love this like brain comparison. Minke whales, orca whales, human brain. So they are very smart. They have nice big brains. Are they smarter than us? They're pretty smart. The frontal lobes of their brains are much larger than those of humans, which suggests to some scientists that some cetaceans may be even more intelligent than humans. So cool. They can dive super deep. They can breathe underwater. No, they can't breathe underwater. They hold their breath underwater. But orcas can stay underwater for up to 10 minutes and humpbacks up to 30 minutes. So cool. I'm learning a lot more from these streams because you read everything and I can never be bothered. There's a lot of cool additional stuff. That's awesome. Ready for ear-piercing whale sounds? Exactly. So we've got the Dall's porpoise, minke whales, gray whales, humpback whales, and killer whales. And killer whales can go as deep as 900 feet. I love the really big whales. I think blue whales and humpback whales are just so cool. The fact that they can get that big is just amazing to me. We don't have a card to play these games yet. We should get one of those. Got these whale bones over here. The minke whale. Ready for the minke whale sound? Curdo, curdo. The smallest baleen whale. So it's actually not as big as some of the others, but they are sleek and torpedo-shaped and capable of swimming at very high speeds. They have a larger cousin, the blue whale. Very cool. Andy Jason has put together a nice little museum here. Gray whales. Vote for Holt. Spread the word. Manatees are adorable, right, Amanda? Your favorites are bears, horses, dinosaurs, dolphins, and dogs. Love it. If Holt was a character I could vote for in real life, I totally would. He has what's it called? Just like a stage presence about him, for sure. Gray whale is a baleen whale with dark skin, gray patches, white mottling. It gets its name from the blotchy color of its skin. The pattern is somewhat present at birth, but most of it is caused by barnacles that grow on the whale. Imagine being so big and so slow that barnacles grew on you. Okay, another game. How whales eat. They don't really use their teeth to chew. The only ones that do are dolls, porpoises, and orcas. The others feed with large concentrations of krill, plankton, or fish, and kind of squeezing them through the bristles of their baleen plates, which is pretty cool. Yeah, the Odontoceti have teeth. So dolls, porpoises, and orcas, and then the baleen whales, all of the really big ones, don't have teeth. They have baleen. Oh, look at the cute little porpoise. Cute little skeleton. I totally love the Irish feel too, Scanlan. It does get really loud. The music is top-notch. Dolls' porpoises are stocky and muscular, the fastest swimmer among the cetaceans. They prefer deep, cold water, and they are found only in the Pacific Ocean in the northern hemisphere, rarely found in the southern extremes of their range during the summer months. Ooh, big ol' humpback whale. Megaptera novangelae. I agree, Afro Gamer dude. It's nice to have a little bit of variety for sure. Lawnmower whale. Humpback whales are big. They have 2 blowholes. The name humpback refers to the small fatty dorsal fin near the back of the whale. Okay. And then we have the audio station over here. Whales and bats both use echolocation. The whale has a larynx but no vocal cords, yet it can produce a variety of sounds, from moans and grunts to chirps and whistles. They can also make songs. Awesome. Motorcycle whale. That's actually a good way to remember the sounds, is by associating them with things.
Hi, Nancy.
That boat in a bottle you have is fascinating.
It was made by one of the first non-Native Americans to settle here, a guy named Benjamin Hawkins. I bought it from this lady who kinda went bonkers after her husband died.
Was Benjamin Hawkins a sailor?
This historian who was in here once said he was pretty sure that was a model of a pirate ship. So now I tell people Hawkins was a pirate, but like most of the settlers around here, he was probably just a farmer.
Thanks for your time.
Whales rule!
Just saying along to the humpback whale? That's awesome, Jessica. I've only been to SeaWorld once when we lived in Ohio, the Cleveland Adventure Park. Yeah, I went to SeaWorld Orlando one time. Where do we get the card? Am I missing something? Do I just get it from or do I have it? I don't think I have it. I have my phone in front of my inventory so I can see the comments while we're going along.
Looks like I need a key card to play.
Do I have to ask for it? Andy, I want a key card. When I was 5, I burned my knee skin. It burned my flesh on a motorcycle exhaust. Oh, ouch. Ruffles, it sounds like it hurt.
I'd like to play the games in your center, but it looks like I need some kind of key card.
Here you go. This will activate all the games. It will also keep track of what games you've won, and it'll let you play all the games as many times as you want.
Thanks for your time.
Drop by again.
Yeah. Let's go play some games. Thanks, incomplete name. Yeah, we had to trigger that by clicking on the card reader. Okay, First game. Dolly the doll's porpoise must do certain things to survive, like eat, breathe, and avoid her enemies. Use her keyboard arrows to make sure she eats, doesn't run out of air, and avoids the dangers forever lurking in the ocean. I'm gonna do easy. Fish. Fish. Fishy. Fishy. Oh, we can eat the porcupine fish? Oh my gosh, there's a giant, like, vat of toxic waste just floating there. Oh no, what did I eat? What did I eat? I ate something that I wasn't supposed to. Oh no. Oh no. Comment that I can't take care of until... Okay, there we go. Whales rule! Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio. I have not been to Cedars Point. I actually haven't been to Ohio. I drove through Ohio, but I never really got to experience Ohio. Hey, Golden Moon! Whales do rule. Yummy, toxic waste. Oh, I didn't let her get air. Oh. Sorry, Dolly. I ran out of oxygen. Oh no, I suffocated her. Okay. Megaptera novangelae is the scientific name for the humpback whale. The cetacean that can swim the fastest is the doll's porpoise. Sea mammals, including dolphins and killer whales, have been trained by the military because they are extremely stupid. No, extremely intelligent. Orcas are called killer whales because they kill and eat other whales. How many blowholes do baleen whales have? 2. Yay! We did it. Okay. Look at us go. Now we just need to do the whale sounds and the feeding frenzy game. You went to Cedar Point for a choir trip. Oh, gotta love choir trips. Now this one is fun. It's like whack-a-mole, but with a fish.
Yum! 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 Yum!
Ah, I missed one.
Yum! 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 Yum!
Oh, I missed that one.
Yum! 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 Yum!
Ah! Ooh, 21, not bad. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Cool. When I was in choir, we got to do trips to Disney World in Florida. So we performed at Disney World my freshman year and my junior year.
Throughout the center, you've been able to hear the sounds different cetaceans make. To see just how good your memory is, press a button, listen to the sound that plays, then press the button of the cetacean that made the sound. If you've made a correct match, the button lights will stay on. When all the buttons are lit, you've matched them all.
Aren't the little yums so cute? Okay, I wasn't listening very carefully. Oh, erp. Wasn't that the gray whale? Or was that the minke whale? Is that right? I think it's right because it's lit up. Yeah. Okay. Oh, whoa. Whoa. Curdle, curdle.
Nope.
Oh, that was a killer whale. Okay, one is the gray whale. Oh, you gotta listen to all of them again. Wow, this game is unforgiving. Band got Disney, we got Ohio. Oh, cool. What other PC games did you grow up with? Oh, so many. The Sims. I'm gonna have a hard time remembering some of their names. The Sims was a big one. There were Treasure Hunters, which were fun. Reader Rabbit. I did a lot of Reader Rabbit. There was this like math adventures game. that I remember playing a lot? Math Blasters. Math Blasters. Lots of educational ones. Carmen Sandiego, Oregon Trail, lots of puzzle ones. There was a Little Mermaid one that I played a lot. Yeah, those are some of the big ones. What games did you guys play as kids? There's so many good ones. My band went to Disneyland in Hawaii to perform. Hawaii? That's amazing. These sounds are seriously depressing. They are kind of like, ooh. Very Eeyore. We went to your country's music festival and got to sing 5 songs in all different languages with 100 kids? That's so cool. Your band got banned from Disney? What did your band do? Oregon Trail is awesome.
I won the whale watching tour. All right!
No way! Totally didn't expect that. Yeah, free whale tour. They got caught stealing? Oh no. Has anyone played the card game Oregon Trail? It is impossible, by the way. Some Barbie game with horses. I totally played that Golden Moon. I don't remember what it's called, but I totally know what you're talking about. Raymant Frogger. Yep, totally Frogger.
Hi, Nancy.
I won a free whale watching tour.
Well, congratulations. I'll give you an exclusive tour. Just be you and me.
Sounds great.
Freddy Fish, totally. We have our camera, the same one from Ghost Dogs. And Bald Eagle. Bunch of birds, seal, and otter. Whoa.
Thank you for the great tour and for letting me use your camera.
My pleasure.
Thanks for your time.
Have a good one.
Nice. I love that we get to go on the cool little whale watching trip and get to see the orca. A mermaid Barbie game with a dolphin. That sounds fun. You have the card game, Ruffles, but it takes up too much space. Yeah. Barbie Adventure Mystery Ride. That sounds amazing. Well, we've spent a lot of time at Whale World. Now let's go on a nice long bike ride all the way to the lighthouse so we can get a male Dungeness crab. Nancy is getting her workout today because I imagine these places are pretty hilly. I'm gonna save real quick too. Just because it's smart. Should I turn down the volume for the music at all? Or is it okay?
Yuck! I'm not picking them up.
Some nasty fish. Nancy doesn't want to pick up.
These would be great for rock skipping.
Could pick up some rocks for rock skipping.
I already have some rocks.
Only 3 though. Okay, this is a female because its abdomen is wide, so we're gonna leave this one alone because it needs to stick around for population growth. How about this rock? This is also a female, wide abdomen, so we'll leave that one alone. No crab. Ooh, how about here? Aha! Aha! It's a male. We're taking this one. Hi, buddy. Thanks. I don't know what Holt intends for you, but I hope it's not too bad of a fate.
SS. Maybe this broke off from a ship.
Turn it down a little? Okay. Game setup.
Dear Ned, here I am on a ferry bound for Deception
about
Island.
half.
Dear Ned.
Hopefully that's a little bit better. That always bugged me how long the bike rides took. Yeah, after a while, it can get annoying for sure. It's very loud. Okay, good. Is this better now? No, it's like halfway down. I played Nancy Drew as a kid, duh. Absolutely. Lots of vet games. You even had to perform surgery. Yeah, we had some vet games too. That's so cool. The guy that played Lou Talbot makes an on-screen voiceover appearance as one of the smugglers. Oh, that's cool. Love that. Okay. So now we need to...
There's something in that bottle, but it's stuck on those rocks.
Rock skip. So I think I usually have the best success with this flat rock. But I can't remember exactly the angle. I think it's this angle with quite a bit of power. Oh, not quite. Okay, how about this one? With quite a bit of power in the angle. Oh, too far. And this one? Not enough power. Okay. So let's go get the rocks again. Maybe the angle for the flat rock was off. So if we do this angle... Really? Oh, I guess it had to be a flatter angle. Can I go get that rock again? I want the flat one. It's the best one for skipping. I can't skip rocks in real life. Can you guys? It's fine now? Okay, good. Bunch of educational games too. Mango Plumo, a geology game. Fun. Oh yes, I had a ton of typing games too. Loved those. Scooby-Doo. Maybe we could turn down the other noises too. Sure.
Dear Ned, here I am on a ferry bound for Deception Island.
Special
Dear
effects
Ned,
noises down a
here
little.
I am on a ferry bound for
Hopefully that's a little bit better for you guys. I have my volume down as low as it can go on my computer. This is just a very loud game, apparently. Okay, let's try this angle. Yeah, there we go. Rosebud. Nice! Okay. We can go up here to go check out the actual lighthouse. A nice scarlet hand to remind us the secret of the scarlet hand. It's locked.
What do you think you're doing?
Ugh.
Those signs over there say no trespassing, which means keep out, which means you, girly.
Girly?
Leave.
But I just...
Now.
Rude. I'm sorry. Nancy sees a no trespassing sign and it just doesn't really matter. First Nancy Drew game. Mine was the final scene. Oh, and yours was too, Ruffles. When you were 7 during the end when the wrecking ball came, I jumped out of my seat so hard. Yes. It's perfect now, thanks. Absolutely. Thanks for letting me know. Treasure in the Royal Tower is your first and favorite. It's some kind of lock. Nancy is so good at spotting locks.
What's up?
Sounds like Holt Scotto was one of the people who didn't care for what you had to say last night.
He and I never see eye to eye. Now, if I were a fisherman, I'd be right as rain no matter what nonsense came out of my mouth. Fine harbor master he'd make.
I talked to Jenna Devlin when I was at the Hot Kettle.
What nasty rumor is she spreading about me today?
Do you two not like each other or something?
She doesn't like me, that's for sure. She thinks I'm a know-it-all from the big city.
I found this piece of wood on the beach. There's something strange about it.
What do you mean? Let's see it. Ouch, those splinters are sharp. That is odd. It looks like it's been in the water a long time, but if that were the case, those edges would be dull. That looks like it broke off of something just recently.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Any idea where it came from?
Could be off a cargo ship, I guess. But you know who you should ask? Casey Porterfield. He works at the Maritime Library in Port Townsend. You should give him a call. His number's 360-555-3095. He loves checking out stuff like this.
He does.
I saw a boat in a bottle at Andy Jason's place. He said it was made by a guy named Benjamin Hawkins.
As a matter of fact, I've done some research on Hawkins. He settled here in the mid-1800s, lived in a cabin where the lighthouse is now.
What else have you found out?
He apparently had a major feud going with some sea captain. Hawkins would see the guy's sail on the horizon, grab his family and all his valuables, and go into hiding for days.
Where would they hide?
Nobody knew. Rumor had it that the sea captain was an ex-pirate, which might explain why Hawkins hid. But where he hid is still a mystery.
See you in a bit.
I'll be right here.
Caribou Cave, ghost dogs. Holt made me jump for sure. Haunted carousel, nice. We were so afraid of the haunted house, we always had a soldering iron just in case. Yes. I definitely agree, Afro Gamer Dude. The more suspects, the better. Port Townsend is another really beautiful town in Washington. Awesome. First time we played Ghost Dogs, we got scared about the dogs, so we stopped playing and started playing Haunted Carousel. That happened to me too, incomplete name. Exact same thing. Let's give Casey Porterfield a call. One of my absolute favorite, most favorite phone friends in the entire Nancy Drew universe.
Maritime Library, this is Casey.
Hi, my name is Nancy Drew. Katie Firestone suggested I give you a call.
Katie who?
Katie Firestone?
Never heard of her.
Oh.
I know a marine biologist named Katie Firestone.
Yes, that's her. I'm staying with her here in Snake Horse Harbor.
Oh, well then what can I do for you?
She said you might be able to help me identify the ship that this piece of plywood I found on the beach came from.
How do you know it came from a ship?
Because it says SS on it. The rest of the name is missing.
Doesn't mean anything. Now if it said SS, which stands for steamship, that'd be different.
Actually, that is what it says.
Oh, well then it came from a ship. Or should I say, shipwreck. What kind of wood is it?
I don't know. Old?
Sorry, for a second there, I thought you said old.
Actually, that is what I said.
You're about as much use as a beanie in a hurricane. Look, if you want me to tell you what shipwreck that wood came from, you're gonna have to tell me what kind of wood it is.
But I have no idea.
Well, you just get yourself a book on wood and figure it out. Maybe Katie has one. Soon as you do, call me back. I love checking out stuff like this.
I love him. Casey Porterfield is my spirit animal. I thought you said old. Love it. Oh yeah, that would be kind of weird, Demon Slayer. This was your first Nancy Drew game? Awesome, Jessica. Didn't play Ghost of Thornton Hall forever because it looks so scary. It is very scary, Demon Slayer. You live near where The Office takes place, so you get that feeling about hearing places you know. Oh, that's so cool. I love The Office. Such a good show. Okay.
One slice of wood, one glass slide. There. This is gonna look so cool under the microscope. Let's have a look.
So,
Wow.
This is what our wood looks like. It's kind of reddish brown. We've got these holes that are about the size of our magnifying glass, actually. All uniform in size, pretty big, pretty numerous. Okay, so now I think we have to give Dr. Predovicu a call, and she'll help us identify the wood.
Oh, I don't know if this book is for me, but maybe if I give Dr. Predovicu a call, she can help me out.
Indeed. So let's give that a try. Call Dr. Predovicu. Where is my phone? There it is.
This is Dr. Predovicu.
Hi, my name is Nancy Drew, and I'd like some help identifying this piece of wood I found.
I'd be happy to assist. Do you have our mailing address?
Well, that's the problem. I don't have time to send it to you. Would it be possible to identify it over the phone?
Certainly. Just hold it up to the phone for a couple of seconds and I'll take a reading. I'm kidding, of course. I usually don't do this over the phone, but I'll give it a try. You will, however, need to take a look at your sample under a microscope.
I already did that.
And are you near the sample in case you need to refer back to it?
Yep, I'm right by it.
All right, we'll get started. Where did you find this wood?
It's a piece of driftwood, probably used for a crate.
Is the wood sample black, brown, or yellow?
Brownish.
Brown or brown reddish?
Brown reddish.
Does the sample have many holes, just a couple, or none at all?
Many.
And are there some holes that are big and some that are small, or are they all the same size?
They're all the same size.
Okay, and the holes are really, really tiny, right?
No, they're pretty sizable.
Then you've got a tropical hardwood. I was assuming the sample was a North American wood. All right. Are there any distinguishable horizontal lines on the sample?
Yes, there are horizontal lines.
If this wood is used for crating, then it's probably Luan. It's fairly common in plywood, but it's a rainforest timber, so it's declining in popularity.
Luan, all right. Thanks for your help.
Glad to have been of service.
Yanni's sister. Exactly. Dr. Predoviciu. Yanni Volkstaya. Has anyone failed this puzzle? No, actually I haven't. But it'd be kind of funny. Well, actually, no, I have failed it before. Like, you just kind of get the wrong answers, and you call Casey, and then he's like, no, that's not right. Are you going to get all the deaths? I'm going to try, Jessica. At least the ones that I know exist.
Maritime Library, this is Casey.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew. I called before. About the driftwood?
Never heard of you. Now, if you'd have said Nancy Drew...
Yes, that's me, Nancy Drew, Katie Firestone's friend.
So what kind of wood are we talking about here, Nancy?
Luan.
Well, if that driftwood did come from a cargo container that's part of a shipwreck, there's a good chance I can figure out which one. Call me back in an hour or so.
You can identify a ship by what its cargo containers are made out of?
Ever since the hobo spider got into the U.S. by laying eggs in the wood crating of ships coming from Europe, the feds have made sure that cargo ships keep real careful records. Of course, I'll be taking things like tides, currents, weather conditions, proximity to Snake Horse Harbor. I'll be taking all those factors into consideration, too.
I really appreciate your doing this for me, Casey.
And well, you should.
Love him. So fantastic. You have to do a slider puzzle to have her do it again. It's annoying. Oh, wow. Huh, I don't remember that. That's so cool. She did encounter an assistant in Saw, that's true. She sometimes gets assistance and sometimes doesn't. But that is a good point, Demon Slayer. Yeah, she's just like very quickly able to talk to Dr. Predoviciu. Alright, let's go talk to Holt. Vote for Holt. Spiders laying eggs in crates? Gross, right? Isn't that the nastiest? Spiders shouldn't lay eggs anywhere. They should just not lay eggs and then just not exist anymore. If I had my way.
You again?
I'm sorry for trespassing like that.
So what do you want?
I finished that seamanship quiz.
Let's have a look. Right as rain. Just bring me that male crab and you'll be home free.
I've got a male crab, I think.
Let's have a look. Right as rain. Congratulations. Here's your GPS. Just turn around and follow the instructions. I'll take care of the crab for you.
Great. Thank you. See you around.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Hi, Nancy. How's it going?
I found a bottle floating in the water with a strange message inside.
Most, if not all, the notes you find in bottles around here were put there by Hilda Swenson. She was this lady who retired here with her husband about 20 years ago. They made a ton of money in Hollywood as writer-producers and just wanted to enjoy life. Wonderful people. Very active. In fact, Hilda was mayor for 8 years. But then, out of the blue, her husband died. They'd been a team for so long that, well, she pretty much died then too.
Did she move away?
She just kind of lost it. Started talking to walls and doing bizarre things until one day she rode to the island across the channel that she and her husband owned and never came back.
And now she uses notes in bottles to communicate with people?
Trouble is, nobody can understand what she's trying to say. All she ever writes is letters and numbers and that one word, Rosebud. I leave a couple of bags of groceries outside her cabin every week, and sometimes I can see her inside. But whenever I try to talk to her, she won't answer.
It's really nice, Jenna. Leaving her groceries every time.
I wonder what she's trying to tell us.
We'll never know what's going on in that mind of hers.
You know, that muffin I had before was really awesome.
Say no more.
That was delicious.
Here, let me get rid of that for you.
It's been fun talking to you.
Later, Gator.
Yeah, in my logical brain, I know that spiders are, like, important for the ecosystem and everything. But when they get into my house, I just, ugh. It's my one big phobia. Can't stand them. They invade my room and scare me. They ain't minding their own business. Oops, I just whacked my mic. They ain't minding their own business. Exactly, yeah. When they're above my bed or like in my bedroom or around my streaming station, then I get very upset with them. That was the most frustrating part of this game. Who is this lady? Right? Hilda sounds so funny. She writes Rosebud because she's trying to get simoleons. Yeah, what she really wants is people to fill the bottles with money and send them back to her. They don't do it on purpose? But what if they are? They're evil little spiders. They have an evil plot to terrify us all and take over the world. That is a good question, Demon Slayer. She does give us an awful lot of free food. I love that you can see the lighthouse off in the distance. Very cool landscaping in this game. Okay, we're gonna go kayaking without our helmet. Wee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Carelessness sinks sleuth. Teen detective ignored warnings to wear life jacket while kayaking. Nancy's paddle floating in the middle of the channel. That's the caption on the photo. That's so funny. I found a huge spider in my room one day, and I live in a pretty cold climate. Ew, 3 inches long? Oh my gosh, I would have slept in another room, Maria. Ugh, gross. I am so sorry for you. That's terrifying. Okay, now we have our safety equipment on. And we have our GPS, and there is this waypoint up here that we can check out, which I think are the sea caves. Not that way. We can go, like, kayaking out into the oblivion. I think that's a death, isn't it? Sea caves. I love these places. Maybe she's billing Katie for all the food. Oh, I bet she would. Just to spite Katie. That is pretty big for a spider. We let the jumping spiders live. Ugh. Those are the worst ones, because you don't know. They're unpredictable. Their movements. You never know when they're gonna get ya. So pretty. I love this tree, too. That should be a background. And then this cool little waterfall over here. It's so cool. I'm not quite sure how Nancy is managing to maneuver this kayak so easily in these teeny spaces. If I ever see a tarantula, I am burning my house down. Same, Jessica. We have some wolf spiders here, and I saw one once when we were camping in Canada. It crawled out from under the deck, and it was literally the size of my hand, like as an adult, the size of my hand, and I just, so terrifying. My dad smashed it with an oar because it was crawling towards us, like it had a vendetta against us. It was terrifying. It's something like that 2 times. Spiders right in your face in the dark, not cool. But mostly they just hang near my windows or something. And you let them live?
There's a channel marker. Katie said not to go past them.
Well, Katie's no fun. Kayaker lost at sea. Teenager paddles past channel markers and disappears. Hee hee hee. Lots of kayak-related deaths. Try to get lost at sea. Hee hee, we did it. I don't mind the little critters, but that might be partly because I was always fascinated by the stories. And is it Anansi, Arachne, and Spider-Man? For sure. I have arachnophobia, afraid of heights. Only time I'm not afraid is sitting in an airplane with pilots flying in it. Yeah. I've never minded heights too much, thankfully. Oh, a bottle. I think we have all of our coordinates now, don't we? So if I take the GPS... Yeah, they catch other bugs if they ever get in. We have an understanding. Well, that's good, Golden Moon, as long as you have an understanding with them. And they mind their place. We think my grandma got sick because she let spiders live and they bit her. This is the same grandma who shoots squirrels, by the way. This grandma lives a very interesting life, Jessica. Ruffles. The spiders are just vibing. Let them chill. If I can't see them, then they can vibe. If I can see them, then they must die. Don't come to the butterfly pavilion. You can handle a tarantula they've named Rosie. Oh, can't do it. Can't do it. Make a new waypoint. All right, our latitude is latitude, fatitude. 48. And then 08, no, 42, 517. And then 123, 08, 615. Aha! What have we here? A new waypoint? We must explore.
I've never been to this beach before.
Is this the grandma that owned a skunk? Yeah, I think it is Demon Slayer. Okay, so we found this cool beach.
Stuff to build a sandcastle. I could use a break.
I think we could all use a break. So let's make a nice little sandcastle. I always like to do like this nice base. Get our good strong base going. And then maybe we'll build it up in the middle here. Maybe let's do the whole middle. Come on, come on. There we go. And then another one. I want a really solid foundation. The victory music is so good, I agree. My mom says it's bad luck to kill a spider, so if I have to get rid of one, I just catch it and let it go. That's definitely, I think, recommended. I wish I was brave enough to do that. It makes sense why I'm weird now, huh? And we'll add a nice little thing there, and maybe, maybe some little towers here. Yeah. And then we'll add maybe another layer here. Why can't I add a layer here? Oh, gotta do it there. I see. Well, this is like sort of working out how I imagined it in my head. It's a little lopsided, but oh well. Now add another little tower on the top. And then maybe another one here. Why didn't her skunk fight the spiders? Exactly. My siblings and I handled her. She was pretty chill, but you can ignore the tarantula, go see the butterflies and the starfish. Those are cool. Those I would see. Normalness is overrated. Weird is fun. Agreed. Couple starfish. Nice little shell. Some little shells. Here, we can put these on the towers. Oops. I said, game, that we can put these on the towers. And a flag. Beautiful. Thank you, Maria. This is my masterpiece. This is my magnum opus.
Time to go back to work.
I wish it stayed. You let the jumping spiders live because you think they're cute. That's so nice of you. All the peacock spiders are the cutest jumping spiders of all. Do they...
Oops. Must be ticklish.
Look like peacocks? Like, do they have blue and green coloring on them? I'm gonna click this little guy like 20 times to get the Easter egg. A cockroach got in your hair, Ruffles? You just let him live and released him outside. Oh my goodness. That's very brave of you. I would have been screaming my head off. How are spiders cute? I tend to agree. I'm grateful that there are people that are not afraid of spiders. Hi, my name is Lumpy. Lumpy the fish. Harassing the fish. I really am harassing the poor little fish. But we had to get the Easter egg. It was worth it. This little pool is so cool with the starfish and this little sea cucumber over here. The anemones. I live in an anemone. Anemone. Okay, and then we have these flags, which if we looked at the flag poster in the Hot Kettle Cafe, there are letters for each different flag, and we need to spell out Rosebud. And I have this written down in a handy-dandy notebook. I just googled peacock spider, and I will admit they are kind of cute. Interesting. I'm going to have to do that after the stream. At school, I was doing my observation hours. There was apparently a cockroach in the boys' bathroom. Even when I was little, I let him live since he was not doing any harm. That's very kind of you, Ruffles. There's another Easter egg in the tunnels. Is there really? How do you do that one, Allison? I'm going to type in Rosebud here. R-O-S-E-B-U-D. Rosebud. Hey.
I don't know what all those letters mean, but something tells me this may come in handy.
So we're going to keep the port and starboard, and I have those written down in my handy-dandy notebook. Hilda Swenson. Congratulations, I hope you enjoyed finding this thing, because you and I are just getting started. See, I've got a secret. Well, two, actually. But I don't believe in just handing things to folks on a silver platter. That's no fun.
Send me something from the top of the lighthouse in Morse code?
Isn't the way life works, either. To get anywhere in this world, you gotta get out there and be curious. You gotta ask questions and shake things up till you get answers. And I know you're curious, or you wouldn't be reading this. So what I want you to do now is send me something from the top of the lighthouse in Morse code. As for what I want you to send me, read the little story I've enclosed. That'll get you started. The story makes no sense, you say? Well, you got into this chest, didn't you? Anyway, eventually you'll find the answer to my first secret. As for my other secret, if you're smart, and I have a sneaking suspicion you are, you'll figure it out along the way.
Something is fishy in Snake Horse Harbor.
Something is fishy in Snake Horse Harbor, and I'm not just speaking for the halibut. Oh, and no funny stuff because I'm watching you, Hilda. How are you watching me? Oh, yeah, that's right, Allison. Yeah, I did know about that one. I don't know what those letters mean. Nancy, it tells you right above. He just used my hair as a house. The cockroach was homeless. He just needed a place to live. Like Lucas the spider. Okay, there was once a dog named Alpha who lived high in the Sierra Nevadas. The dog weighed about 100 kilos and lived in a hotel in the Sierras. So basically we're supposed to find all of the letters from the international alphabet in here. And if we do that, we get Ask, HS, AJ, JD, for Hilda's
This is the weirdest
gift.
story I've ever read.
Ask, HS,
So far, so good.
AJ. Nancy's murmuring. Who murmurs like that? Hums while she writes the word for.
I'm getting there. Ta-da! Ask HSAJJD for Hilda's gift.
Okay, so we have to ask everyone for Hilda's gift, which is the first step in a long series of steps that Hilda has set up for us. She's really the one who created this mystery, to be honest. Wouldn't have been much of a mystery without Hilda Swenson. So, I guess we could check in with Katie quick.
What's up?
See you in a bit.
Enjoy.
Hot Kettle Cafe. Those guys from Home Alone were swearing like that. Does Nancy know what those letters mean? Good question.
You again?
I understand that Hilda Swenson gave you something?
So what if she did?
Do you think I could see it?
Tell you what, this chess problem I've been working on is giving me fits. Here, solve it for me, and I'll let you see what Hilda gave me. Feel free to look at the chess book in my duffel bag if you need help. Let me know when you're through.
Okay. Open invitation to snoop through your stuff? Absolutely. So we can look in the Poker Fundamentals book to learn about a royal flush. Thank you, Demon Slayer. I'm so glad. It's actually because my brother got me a professional quality mic for Christmas this year. So thank you. I hope so, because it's the alphabet. Yeah, we certainly hope so, Jessica. Good, I'm so glad the mic is working great for you guys. Thank you to my brother, shout out. Okay, 3475 is the lighthouse code, so we have that now. And then we have all of this information about chess moves, different ways to do that. Peacock spiders come in multiple colors. Interesting. Okay, so I think we move the rook first. And if I remember, it's like, I don't know, G8?
Huh.
No?
Huh.
Nancy's gonna say a bunch until I figure this out. H5.
Correct.
Aha.
Rook moves to H5. So black would move here.
And now is it G8?
Nope.
Well, let's see. We want the king. Is it F8?
Nope.
Oh,
Perfect.
I have to say rook first, and then
Oh.
F8, G8,
Oh.
H8,
Oh.
H7.
Yes.
Okay.
There. Checkmate.
Checkmate. I know how the pieces move, but I do not know any strategy when it comes to chess.
Done with that chess problem yet?
Got it right here.
Right as rain. And to keep up my end of the bargain, here's what Hilda gave me. Handle's made of scrimshaw. She carved it herself. Never would tell me why she wrote one bum on it like that. Of course, this was after her husband died. Guess her mind was starting to go.
One
Thanks
bum.
for letting me see it. See you around.
Yo ho ho.
Okay, so we got one bum. Yeah, I do enjoy Jenna's free food, that's for sure.
Hi, Nancy. How's it going?
Did Hilda Swenson give you something?
She made a necklace for me. Prettiest thing I own. I'd show it to you, but it's at my house. How did you know she gave me something?
It's kind of a long story, but I'd really love to see that necklace.
Problem is, my home's across town, and I'm real low on clams, which means I've got to go clamming before I can even think about doing anything else.
Why don't I go clamming for you?
Okay, if you get the clams, I'll go get the necklace. You can put them in here. 15 ought to do it. That's the limit anyway. But you'll also need a permit. Andy Jason can issue you one.
You know, your clam chowder really is awesome.
Say no more. Next one will be on the house, too.
Sounds good, Jessica. Have a good dinner. Thank you so much for joining.
That was delicious.
Here, let me get rid of that for you.
It's been fun talking to you.
Ain't that the truth?
Now we gotta go clamming. So, we'll put on our helmet, go to Whale World, get a clam permit, and then go clamming. Which sounds like a very complicated process. Sticking this little tool thing into the ground.
Hi, Nancy.
I need a clamming permit. Jenna said I could get one from you.
Ordinarily you could, but permits mean paperwork, and I'm kinda busy right now. Of course, if someone wanted to volunteer to help me...
You just got yourself a volunteer.
Inside that box marked Caddy is a miniature of what our resident sea monster might look like in skeletal form. Assemble it for me, and I'll not only give you a permit, but I'll throw in a free clam tube. And remember, whales rule!
How could I forget that, Andy? Yeah, exactly, Golden Moon. She keeps giving us free chowder. Right-click the puzzle pieces to rotate. Okay, we need a neck and a tail. This is definitely the tail piece.
Good.
People write notes using initials a lot. Do people actually do this? If I make a note, I'll just write the name. Yeah, I would too. That's a good question, Demon Slayer. That also looks like a tail piece.
Oh yeah.
That looks like a tail piece.
Bingo.
That looks like a tail piece. It's just getting steadily bigger as we go along.
Bingo.
And adding on some vertebrae. And now this is where we start to get tricky.
Good.
Because then his ribs probably are like here-ish. It's got to be around here. Come on, Nancy.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm trying to do. No need to be picky about it. Does this one go here?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That's a fin.
Oh yeah.
This is a scapula kind of looking thing, like a hip bone. And then that looks like it's rotated.
Good.
Because it's ribs.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And then this looks like the shoulder?
Wow, am I a creative genius or what?
Nancy say, oh yeah. She's so proud of herself. Oh yeah, Andy's just shaking his head at her. Like, what are you doing?
Hi, Nancy.
I finished putting that display together.
So you did. Caddy never looked better. Here's your permit, and here's your clam tube. Look for little holes in the sand. Sometimes water will squirt out of them. Anyway, center the tube over the hole, push it down into the sand, and pull. If you're quick enough, the clam will be in the sand that comes out of the tube. If not, try again.
I understand that Hilda Swenson gave you a present?
She gave me the design I used to create the keychains I give away to everyone who goes on a Whale World whale watch. She was quite the graphic artist.
Since I took your whale watching tour, I get a free keychain, right?
Actually, I only give them to paying customers.
Now, why did the term false advertising suddenly pop into my head?
Okay.
Thanks for your time.
Have a good one.
Now, why did the term false advertising?
Tren. Wonder what that means.
We got one bum and we got Tren. And now we gotta get clams. Helmet for safety, and off to the lighthouse we go. Zoomy zoom. Love this music so much. Perfect ambiance. Alright, so let's look for some clams. We gotta look for little holes. Oh, we got a fish bone.
You're no clam.
You are not a clam. Until Nancy says that there are no more clams in this area, then we have to go to the other beach. Just gotta go as quick as we can. Aha! These are very gold-looking clams. Like, I've always thought they looked kind of funny. I've never seen a fresh clam, though, so maybe that's just how they look. But they always looked very gold to me. Like, usually they seem more gray. These look like, doubloons or something. Am I missing some spots? Fish. Went for a run and now you're back. And off work for the day, which was working from home anyways. Nice, Jessica. Welcome back. Nancy's doing some serious leg work. She really is. She's getting strong in this mystery. Kudos to anyone who goes on runs, honestly. I have never been a fan of running. I love to go on hikes and I love to go on walks, but I've never felt good going on runs. And they also clam. That's so cool. So you actually have experience with this. Can you tell me then what I'm doing wrong? Because Nancy hasn't told me yet that we're out of clams here. I'm thinking I'm supposed to find one here, and we're just not finding it. New England is known for their clam chowder. When I lived in Rhode Island for a semester, I had so much seafood, and it was always fantastic. Here, clammy, clammy. I would like to find you, please. I suppose there would be different breeds of clams. That makes sense. Why can't I find it? There has to be another clam here. I've only found 2. Like, there's no way that I'm only finding 2 clams here. Okay, got 3 at least. Any more? I know that Nancy will tell us when we're out of clams. She's done it before. Clam tube. Nancy doing everyone's chores cliche. I loved Argylfum's series where he did that. Everything wrong with. He hasn't done Midnight in Salem yet, though, has he? That's what we really need to see.
I don't see any more clams. Maybe I should look somewhere else for a while.
Maybe, Nancy. Alright, if you guys don't mind, I'm gonna go fill up my water bottle real quick and go for a quick bathroom run. So I'll leave you here with this relaxing music for just a second, if you don't mind. Oops, and I just turned up the volume. I will return in a moment. Alright. We are back. Yes, I think we do need 15 in total. He hasn't done his worst. Oh, can't wait to see that. Or everything wrong with. Unrelated, I just tried goldfish flavor blasted extra cheddar. Oh my goodness, that sounds delicious. Everything wrong with Midnight in Salem. Everything. Yeah, literally just the video is him writing everything on the screen. Everything's wrong with Mid. Yeah, it is. It's So true. I can't get my headphones to clip. There we go. Goodness gracious. Everything's wrong with Midnight in Salem. Ugh, we are all in agreement. It took 4 years for it to come out. Yeah, 4.5. Everything's wrong with Midnight in Salem. No Lonnie. I'll leave you with this relaxing music. Oh no, did the music stop immediately? Oh no. That's awful. And it's worse than everything except Shattered Medallion. Yeah. Oh my gosh, funny. My plan to leave you guys with wonderful music failed. No. Okay, to the secret beach where we can get more clams. All right, clamming tube. Let's do this.
5 down, 10 to go.
Nancy's sigh says it all. Here I am, stuck doing people's chores again. Half of mystery solving is just doing other people's chores. We got a crab claw. That is not a clam. Another clam. At least this place has more. We had the ocean sounds. Well, that's good. Ocean sounds are relaxing. I actually use a sound machine to help fall asleep
here.
at night, and that's what I have on this. The sound machine is ocean sounds. Any more? Aha! There is a hole there. I wasn't sure if there was.
Well, I'm more than halfway there.
Okay, now we're getting good. And I think... Are they gonna make me go on the rocks now?
Arf!
Arf. Why did she bark? Nancy, you're a weirdo. Okay, let's go do some rock hopping. Should I jump on the not safe things? Oh no!
This is the Drew residence. Please leave a message at the beep.
Hi, Hannah, it's Nancy. To make a long story short, I slipped on some rocks and have to come home. Could you please pick me up from the airport tonight? It's flight 323. Oh, and bring a couple of ice packs and some clean bandages. And you should probably rent a wheelchair, too. See you soon.
Yikes, it's quite the tumble. Okay, let's just take the safe route this time, Nancy. We're gonna jump on sturdy rocks. Wrong kind of bone, Nancy, right? If anything, she should have, like, meowed because it was a fish bone. Come on. You should be a clam. Okay, back we go. Her jumping is very jolting in this.
Oops, that's not a clam.
Okay, this I love, though. Malone's Bones. See, now you could arf, Nancy, because this would make sense, because it's a reference to Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake. Silly Nancy. We are getting close here.
There you are, my pretty.
Okay, when Nancy's alone on a beach, she goes a little wacko. She starts barking to herself and saying...
13 clams. I just need to find 2 more.
There you are, my pretty. Nancy, are you okay? Did you actually hit your head on the rock?
Here.
Okay. We need 1 more clam. And I'm guessing it's on the sandbar. No matter where you are, I will find you. Aha!
All right, 15 clams. I'm all set.
Wonderful. So now we have enough clams for Jenna. We will go to the Hot Kettle Cafe and give them to her. Okay. Speed kayak, Nancy. Zippy zoom. Zoom. I love speed kayaking. All right. We have our helmet. We have our bike. We are on our way to the Hot Kettle Cafe to give Jenna some clams and then to do a memory puzzle.
Hi, Nancy. Oh, good, you got the clams. Let me take those from you. I'll take that clam tube off your hands, too. You'll never guess what happened. While I was home getting that necklace for you, somebody broke in here. The sheriff just left.
Really? Was anything stolen?
What's weird is I'm not only missing food, like bread and eggs and stuff like that, but it looks like they also stole a bunch of tools and some boat parts.
Boat parts?
Go figure. What's more, both doors were locked when I got here, and none of the windows were broken. It's like a ghost did it.
That's true, Maria. She does have a lot of factors that would make her maybe a little less than sane.
Would it be okay if I looked around?
If you want to play detective, please, be my guest. If you have any questions, just holler.
Okay, so now we are able to go in this way. And I think we can get the pieces from here.
Match pairs across all 3 screens.
They do such a good job with ambient noises. The foghorn, seagulls, so true. The environment is so fantastic in this one. Okay, zucchini and ice cream. Zucchini, zucchini. Or is that salami? Sandwich potato. Peas, pineapple. Banana muffin. Pear and cake. Mushroom and garlic. Spoon and pot. Citrus and tomato. Pie and pineapple. Pineapple. Salt and pepper. Ice cream, chicken, and egg. Okay, so not really a whole lot of matches there. Cheese. This pot thing is over here somewhere. Oh, well, that was lucky, guess. Muffin. Muffin? There was a muffin over here, wasn't there? Yeah, muffin. Muffin. Peas were here? No? Peas, where were the peas? Aha. Peas. Peas. Salt and pepper was down here somewhere. Salt and pepper. Salt and pepper. Cheese. Cheese. A peach and a pan. Bread and more peach. Carrot. Radish. The radish was here, wasn't it? Oh, okay, turnip. Got it. Egg. Grapes. Sandwich? Where was that sandwich? There it is. Welcome back, Jessica. That was a speedy dinner. The amount of concussions Nancy's had, yeah, that would totally make her go off her rocker too. Strawberry and soup. Oh, fried egg. Fried egg. Fish. Cake. Cake was here. Yeah. Grapes. Oh, grapes were in here, weren't they? Grapes. Mushrooms. Mushrooms were in the first one. There they are. Facts. Carrot, carrot, pepper, we haven't seen yet, and a lemon. The pan was here. The pie was here. The bread was on the second page. The fish was on the second page too. I want cake. I want cake too. This looks like pho. Oh, the egg. Where was the egg? That's right. Banana. Banana's on the front page. Yeah. Flour. Oh, the pepper was on the second page. Strawberry was also on the second page. Tomato. Lemon. It looks like a different tomato than the one on the first page. Garlic was, like, here. Flour. Cake. Love the cake love in the comments. Chicken leg was here. Okay, this radish thingamabobber. There's the turnip. Oh, that's on the first page. There's the radish. Measuring spoons and the potato. Potato. Ice cream. Ice cream. Other ice cream. Where's that other ice cream? There it is. Turnip. Turnip. Citrus. Citrus. If there was a mystery right now, would Nancy self-quarantine or would she go out into the world? I feel like if Nancy's stuck at home right now, she would be ridiculously stir-crazy. Like, I don't know if she'd be able to handle it.
It's beautiful. Elif, what kind of word is that?
Yeah, she probably would go out into the world. I don't think she'd be able to stand it. Elif. So now we can explore this part of the Hot Kettle Cafe, this little party room. And we have...
Save King.
Save King.
Looks like you do a lot of shopping at Save King.
I do all my shopping at Save King.
Good point, Maria. She could just get a second chance. Yeah, agreed, Amanda. She does all of her shopping at Save King, probably because it's the only place that you can do shopping in this area. One would imagine. Does this one have one? No.
Nothing behind this one.
We still need to do hearts, right? I think that's the last one we need to do. So this booth needs hearts. Oh, and I was gonna say, thankfully this one's much easier, but no, it's not. It was a lie. Huh. Lots of king hearts. 10. Aha! Sound of gears grinding. Yeah, Nancy probably would not. She's too much of a rebel. She wouldn't observe social distancing rules like she's supposed to. Spreading the virus. She wouldn't wear a mask either. She totally wouldn't. Nancy.
I bet that's how those burglars got in here.
Shall we peek?
I can't see a thing. I'm gonna need a flashlight.
Oh. Okay, well, we need to find a flashlight. I won't let our lighthouse become a dark house. So this is a letter that Hilda wrote to the Harbor Horn editorial about how the lighthouse needs to be preserved and how it's an important part of Snakehorse Harbor's history. I tend to agree with her. I think historical landmarks should be maintained as much as possible. Fight the power.
Hi, Nancy. How's it going?
Do you have a flashlight I could borrow?
Sorry.
It's been fun talking to you.
Ain't that the truth?
Okay, so Nancy's just not going to tell her about the secret passageway right now. She's going to go ahead and wait. I'm going to go ahead and wait for that. Nancy? Ooh. Those were not good boat noises. Huh.
Save King.
That's a lot of things from Save King, and it has the exact same writing as it did at Jenna's. Like, that is very sketchy.
Hey, what's going on?
Sounds like you're making progress.
I'm getting there. I remembered that a friend of mine had stashed some boat parts in my storage locker.
Would you by any chance have a flashlight?
I have a headlamp. I have one somewhere. I'm sorry, Nancy. I'm so hungry I can hardly see straight, let alone think straight.
Ned totally would. He'd be so thoughtful and considerate. He'd be thinking about that for sure.
Want me to make you something to eat?
That would be awesome.
Oh, we don't have a sandwich, Nancy. Well, how can you offer to give her a sandwich if you don't have one?
Here's a sandwich for you.
Great.
Here you go.
I'm starving. That was fabulous. Thank you. Okay, you wanted my headlamp. Where's my headlamp? Oh my gosh. It was right here in the engine compartment the whole time.
Oh. I didn't think we had a sandwich. I thought we ate our peanut butter and jelly. Oops, I was gonna try and do the second chance there. Sorry, guys.
Jenna Devlin said some of the things that were stolen from her back room in that burglary were boat parts she'd bought at Save King.
And?
That's a good question, Demon Slayer. I don't think so.
I noticed a box from Save King over there and just thought it was kind of an interesting coincidence.
Everyone around here shops at Save King. For boat parts and practically everything else. Any other questions?
See you in a bit.
I'll be right here.
Yeah, it was an invisible sandwich. I've never had that before. I totally was gonna make her like a jellyfish sandwich or an expired mayo and cheese sandwich. Oh, there's...
It won't be much of a sandwich if I don't put something in it.
I mean, Nancy could eat it. Should we have Nancy eat it? Let's have Nancy eat an expired cheese and jellyfish sandwich. And expired mayo. No, oh, anchovies. Yeah, creamy anchovies, because that's gross. And and mayo. Oh, gross. Eat it, Nancy.
Oh, suddenly I don't feel so good.
You gave yourself food poisoning?
All I know is I made myself a sandwich and it didn't agree with me.
The ideal sandwich is a visually pleasing combination of high-quality carbohydrates and protein. Just keep it simple and you can't go wrong. Chef Sherwood says...
Sorry, guys. Gotta go.
Jessica, yes, poison Nancy. Your guys' chaotic evil. Okay, I'm sorry, Nancy. I feel bad. I'm gonna make you a nice sandwich now. Here's some ham, some lettuce, some cheese, and we'll put some mustard and tomato on it. And then it's a nice normal sandwich. Much better. She yells. Isn't that great? That voice acting there was perfect. Alright, we didn't get to poison Katie, but at least we got to poison Nancy.
Looks like whatever's in here is starting to defrost.
Starting to defrost indeed. Let's see, we got a headlamp. So now we can go explore those tunnels. We also should check in with Casey. We haven't heard from him in a while. And I wonder if he has any information for us.
Maritime Library, this is Casey.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew. Any luck finding what shipwreck that piece of driftwood came from?
Sorry, can't talk now. I'm waiting for a real important call from Nancy Drew.
Casey, that's me. I'm Nancy Drew.
Oh, then I got some good news.
You know the name of the shipwreck?
The SS Whitechapel Dawn sank 5 years ago right there in the channel outside Snake Horse Harbor, about 1.5 miles due northwest of the lighthouse.
Really?
I hear that channel up there's been pretty busy, what with that orphaned whale messing things up for the fishermen and all. Anyway, everything fits except one thing.
Uh-oh.
The Whitechapel Dawn went down in deep water. Real deep water. Too deep for currents to be carrying debris up from it, just not possible.
Could a recent storm have churned things up down there?
I've been doing this type of research for 20 years, young lady. When I say something's not possible, it's not possible.
Yet somehow a piece of wood from it washed ashore. What kind of ship was the Whitechapel Dawn?
It was just a regular old freighter bound for San Francisco from Vancouver, British Columbia. Nothing unusual about it if you don't count the rumors.
What rumors?
About the smuggling.
The ship was smuggling something?
After it sank, some crew members said there was something unusual about the cargo it had been carrying, that's all. No specifics, just rumors.
How many people went down with the ship?
0. Everybody managed to survive. Official cause was foul weather. But whenever a boat goes down in those parts, they always unofficially blame it on... Oh, what do they call that sea serpent up there?
Caddy?
No, thanks. Caddy! That's what they call it! Caddy! Anyway, this has been fun, young lady, but I need to get back to work. By the way, I just got done emailing you something.
What?
I said, I just got done emailing you something.
Great, thanks. Well, goodbye, Casey.
Goodbye, Caddy.
I certainly hope he doesn't operate heavy machinery.
He's the greatest. Goodbye, Caddy. Caddy?
Where's all this water coming from?
Oh, everything melted now.
Phew.
Gross. Okay. Nasty. Why is there a bunch of fish in here, Katie? Should I make her... Oh, an ice cream sandwich. Okay. What happens when I make her an ice cream sandwich? Oh, she eats it. She just eats it. That's fantastic. Casey is old people Facebook. Yes, he totally is on the adorable side. Nancy, the shade. The shade is real. Oh yeah, we have to use our anagram buster.
Maybe I can use my handy-dandy anagram buster to figure out what those strange words on Hilda's gifts mean.
Yes, Casey is just the male version of Hotchkiss. Okay, so telephone number.
Telephone number. Yeah, that makes sense.
We have to send Hilda our telephone number from the top of the lighthouse in Morse code. Dear Nancy, your dad has been home for an hour and a half and he's driving me nuts. No sooner had I cleaned the kitchen than he went in there and started making himself waffles. The next thing I knew, there was flour, sugar, and some ingredient that I still can't identify all over everything. I've never seen such a mess. What's more, he forgot to spray the waffle iron with oil and burned the first waffle so badly that the smoke alarm went off. He wound up making pancakes instead. He burned those too, but he ate them anyway. Now he's out jogging. He'd better stay out for a long, long time. Love, Hannah. And Casey sent us this web page. Okay. Ice cream between two pieces of bread is really gross. Why, Nancy? I agree. Like, why? Oops. That's not what I wanted to search. I want to search the link that he sent us. The Royal Flush Saloon.
Was originally called the Royal Flush Saloon. Interesting.
I love that they give you all of these hints about what you're supposed to do. Like multiple hints to tell you how to figure it out in game. That's what we need. So it used to be the Royal Flush Saloon. For years, the Royal Flush Saloon was the place to go in the San Juans. By the end of the century, however, rumors that able-bodied farmers and lumberjacks were being shanghaied from the saloon on a regular basis caused business to decline. By the turn of the century, the saloon had closed and a jewelry shop opened in its place. Despite the succession of businesses which followed, the original building was left largely intact, so that today Bombeck's beautiful glasswork remains in near pristine condition. Nancy's dad is in quarantine. That's so true. The old characters are the best. Casey, Hotchkiss, the old lady from Ghost Dogs. Yes, Vivian Whitmore, Eustacia, they're all fantastic. Phone characters just don't have the same, like, chutzpah that they used to. Oh, I thought it was something about elephants. It definitely seems like it. That elef part is very leading. Hannah and Nancy's dad on quarantine. Great. Which is probably exactly how Nancy would work in quarantine, too. So this tells us how to do our phone number in Morse code. And thankfully, the numbers are actually pretty easy. So it's a dot and then 4 lines. It's always a series of 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are just the dots. And then it's in reverse order with the lines and the dots. So that's important to remember. We have that. We talked to Casey.
What's up?
Are you aware that there's a whole lot of fish going bad in your freezer?
Of course I am. Whoever tore up my engine damaged my wiring, too. Refrigerator's out, freezer's out, TV's out.
It's herring, if I'm not mistaken. The same kind of fish orcas in captivity are fed.
All right. I've been feeding the orca okay, but I'm not the only one. I can't afford to feed her much, and there's not enough natural fish in the channel for her to exist on, yet she's doing fine. Which means someone else is feeding her too. You know, this is not a good time for me to be trying to entertain a house guest. How about a rain check?
I'm fine with the way things are, but if you insist.
As soon as I get this fixed, I'll take you to the mainland so you can catch a flight back to River Heights. I'm sorry, Nancy.
Ooh, we just got kicked out because we exposed Katie's illegal activity. Oops. Let's see. We could go to the lighthouse. Yeah, let's go to the lighthouse first and then back to the hot kettle. Now that we have a headlamp / flashlight. Hopefully Holt won't yell at us again. Ooh. What is this? Oh,
Whoa, that was close.
I was trying to get hit and I did it wrong. Sorry, guys. I was trying to do it. Ah, darn. Even when I try to do the second chances, I can't do it. Bing, bing, bing. And then this is locked. I thought if I looked up, it would hit me. Okay, 3, 4, 7, 5. Victory music! We made it into the lighthouse! This chair will show up again in Secret of Shadow Ranch in the jail. Nancy will use it to save herself. And then we have this fun little unlocking mechanism. Vote for Holt, spread the word. We mustn't forget to always spread the word about voting for Holt. And then if we go to the top of the lighthouse, up the ladder.
Looks like someone's been up here recently. Someone messy. That's today. Wonder why it's circled.
They've been eating Cocoa Kringles, drinking soda pop, and today is circled.
Looks like the bulb's missing.
So we need a bulb.
Rusted shut.
And it's rusted shut, so we also need some, what do you call it? Some of that oil degreaser? What's it called? WD-40. Whatever that actually is called. So, okay, so we opened up a secret room. And now we can go down. Okay, so if you pick up the bulbs and they make a tink noise, it means they're broken. So that one made a tink noise. Tink, 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 tink. This one is fine. Do the other ones say tink? Yeah, we'll take this one. The ones that say tink have like the filament loose, so then they make that noise.
Wonder why that's there.
Though the efforts of many built the wall seen here, and I think we have to put
There's
those two
obviously
up.
more to this, like the other half of the picture.
Yeah. So we've got this part done, but there's another half of a picture on the other side of this wall. And another trapdoor here. I should make a channel command on Twitch that when someone says Holt, it says vote for Holt, spread the word. That would be genius. Oh, I wish you could do that on YouTube. That would be hilarious. Okay, so we can put the new bulb in, but we still need to find something to degrease it. So there's our bulb.
Rusted shut.
And now we can go to the hot kettle. Onward, Nancy. You get your workout in. It's like the Jaws music. Well, if you get Nightbot on YouTube, you can? Really? I didn't know that. How cool. Huh. See, this music always makes it feel like we're getting close. We're getting very close to solving the mystery.
You again?
See you around.
Yo ho ho.
Yo ho ho. And a bottle of rum. It would just be AdCom Holt, vote for Holt, spread the word. Interesting. Huh. I will have to try that incomplete name. Now I can't get... Oh, it looks like she cleaned up in here, but this is literally the exact same box. Like, how do Katie and Jenna organize their boat parts exactly the same way? I don't know. It's kind of like the briefcase. Pretty sketchy, pretty suspicious. Boat parts get around, briefcases get around. I love these tunnels. Okay.
A cairn. Wonder who made it.
And I love cairns. Cairns are so cute. Okay, let's go this way first. So if we go left, it brings us to the camping store.
Gear is the last thing I need right now.
Is it the camping store that gives us the Easter egg, or is it the hardware store? But basically what we're seeing is that these tunnels connect to different shops, which would explain the burglaries pretty well. Elvis was here is written on the wall in the tunnel in final scene as well.
Another cairn.
So this Elvis person is clearly getting around. I think it's this one that we do to get the Easter egg, isn't it? And we just open and close it like 20 times.
Too cool.
Ew. This is the most random thing ever. Polar bear alert. Oh. Like, why? Why? So random. Love it. Okay, down the tunnels we go.
Another cairn.
Another cairn. And then
another cairn.
She says it the exact same way. Another cairn. Another cairn. Another cairn.
Glad I'm wearing comfortable shoes, because it looks like I'm going to be doing a lot of walking.
You already have been, Nancy. I mean, you have easily biked and walked like 20 miles in the course of this day. Pretty impressive, honestly.
Phew, I feel like I've walked for miles.
You probably have walked for miles, Nancy. Are you going to say it again?
Another cairn.
Another cairn. Anvil rock. Very nice. And look! We found the spray we need.
I already have some oil.
Some oil from Save King. Another cairn. My neighbor has a cairn. That's awesome. My mom made a cairn in their garden.
Dead end. That sound. Where have I heard that sound before?
It takes but two to make it disappear. Yay! Yay! It's so much faster now. And we can climb down this cool ladder to find this fun little thing here.
I'm in the sea caves.
And we're already in the sea caves. So cool! The layout of this whole game is so awesome. I love how the different locations are all intricately connected to one another. So even though it's
like the only way out of here is the way I came in.
Oh. Even though it's a lot of different places, it feels like one big cohesive place. It's just so well done. Okay, Nancy, time to walk a bazillion miles again. These tunnels would be pretty creepy. It just doesn't faze Nancy at all. Walking through creepy tunnels. It's totally fine. No problems at all for Nancy. I wish I had half of the bravery that Nancy has. 2 Ravenclaw, not enough Gryffindor. But you know we all have our strengths. That's just not mine. I'm gonna save real quick. Because we are getting close to doing very well and solving the mystery.
See you around.
Yeah, whatever.
The stone moving sound the door is made when closing is another effect you hear often throughout the games. Yeah.
Hi, Nancy.
That
How's it going?
Rock on rock noise.
Did you know that there's a trap door in the floor of your banquet room?
A trap door? No, where does it go?
It drops down into a tunnel, and when I explored it, I found trapdoors going up into 2 other shops.
A tunnel? I don't know anything about it.
It's probably how those burglars got in and out.
Look, tunnels are dangerous. I don't want you going down there anymore.
Oh no, I'll be fine.
I mean it. Just forget about this whole thing.
A crime was committed, and I just discovered something that might help solve it. I can't just drop it.
Okay, look. I guess if you're real careful, you can keep poking around down there. But I don't want you telling anybody else about that tunnel without coming to me first. I got my reasons. I've also got work to do.
We're doing a really good job alienating everyone in this game. Yeah, the tunnels are so scary, Demon Slayer. Dark, dank, and creepy. Okay. So even though we were just at the lighthouse, we now need to bike to the lighthouse. Which is kind of funny. I wish you could just go up through the lighthouse, since we were already there. I mean, Nancy could have just karate kicked the door down. Come on, Nancy, what are you thinking? Just damage some property, it's fine. You steal things all the time anyway. What's a little bit of property damage? Just kidding, I am in no way endorsing property damage. Up we go. Okay, we've got our oil.
Perfect.
So that's fixed now. So now we should be able to input our phone number, which is 555-4399. And it looks like we have to do the whole thing. So 523, which would be
5, 2, 3, 5, 5, 5.
And then what is it? 4399.
4, 3, 9, 9.
There we go. I wonder what insurance companies would say about those tunnels. Big ol' liability, I'm sure. The victory music during this part, so good. So we send this message, and then somebody sends us a message back. So cool.
Hello?
Hello, Nancy. Hilda here.
Hilda? Hilda Swenson?
Easy, girl. It's not like you're talking to the Queen of England or anything. Although I did meet her once. Stuffy lot, those Windsors.
It's just that I kind of feel like I know you.
More important, I know you. Or rather, I know I can trust you. Just in time, too. I have the feeling things around there are about to get out of hand.
5, 5, 5. Another cairn.
What do you mean? What kind of things?
Patience. As in all good films, all will eventually be revealed. In the meantime, I've sent you an email. Read it, follow the instructions, and we'll do lunch.
That'd be great.
No. It's just an expression, dear. No one in Hollywood ever really has lunch when they say they're going to do lunch.
Oh.
I'll be in touch. And rest assured, I'll be watching. Which reminds me, someone's been up in the lighthouse. I couldn't see who. I hope they aren't doing any damage.
They did leave kind of a mess.
We really must put a stop to this, Nancy. Ciao!
I love how disappointed Nancy is when Hilda says that they're actually not going to go get lunch. She's so disappointed. Alrighty then. So now we have to go get the email from Hilda, which I'm not quite sure how she got that either. Hilda kind of knows all, and we don't really know how. Very suspicious, Hilda.
I'm kind of busy here, if you don't mind.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
I forgot that she's still really mad at us. Sorry. Mail? Bad news. Dear Nancy, after your father took one of the longest showers in history, naturally I had just cleaned the bathroom, he decided he needed a project. So he went to the store and came back with everything he needs to build a bookshelf for the family room. This, as we both know, is not good. Your father is the worst handyman I've ever seen. When I told him I'd help, he said he wouldn't hear of it and shooed me out of the room. He's obviously forgotten what happened when he tried to fix the disposal. It's very quiet in there. I think he's about to start hammering. As you would say, this is so not good. Love, Hannah. Something from Hilda. Oh, Nancy would totally grow up to be Hilda, Demon Slayer. Okay. I left something for you at the coordinates below. As you can see, some of the numbers have been replaced by letters. To figure out what the numbers represent, take a good look at these equations. You're just the kind of person I was hoping to find. Smart, resourceful, tenacious, and curious. Keep it up. Huh. Okay, so we have the first part of coordinates, and then we need to figure out the rest of the coordinates using these clues. So I happen to have it written down in my detective notebook, but there's 4 nuns surrounding Snake Horse Harbor. The ID number of the buoy is 8. The isophase buoys are the ones that like blink in equal increments, and there are 5 of those, I think. Cup of clam chowder is $3, and the number of cairns, there's 5 in the tunnels. So let's see if it'll just let me input that into our GPS, and then we don't have to go on a very long scavenger hunt. She would definitely want to be secretive after all the cases she solved. Yeah. And she would probably have like a ridiculous house with a bunch of secret passageways and just fancy, crazy locks and puzzles and whatnot. Oops. 1, 2, 3. 8. 7, 3, 5. Okay, create waypoint. So now we have this waypoint. To the kayak we go. And I think it's like here-ish. Over to the side. There we are. How did she do this? This is the same thing that we had in Haunted Carousel that got the carousel going.
I don't know when it opens yet. Hello?
Hello, Nancy. I commend your ability to take direction and to follow through. You're definitely a cut above, and for that, you've just been rewarded.
You're watching me? Right now?
I told you I would be. I always keep my word, Nancy. I think it's the least human beings can do for each other. Now, here's your next mission. Listen carefully. I hope you like poems. Below ground is a rock with a strange anvil look. When you're near it, behold what's above. Letters found at the beach will put a new spot in reach. Letters only a sailor could love. Oh, my apologies, dear. I'm many things, but I'm afraid I'm not much of a poet.
Not that I'm complaining, but wouldn't it be easier if you just gave me whatever it is you want me to have?
Were I to simply give it to you, you might just turn around and toss it away. But if I make you earn it, you'll feel like it's yours, and use it properly. Now, where was I? The device you just found. It'll come in handy when you get where you're going, after you've gone where my poem takes you. Goodbye, Nancy.
Oh no, please don't hang up. I've got so many questions.
Oh, Hilda. I could imagine her not telling Ned about any of these secret passageways, and he just gets himself stuck in one, so he has to call Nancy to bail him out. That is hilarious. I love imagining that scenario. She totally wouldn't, too. She would just have them scattered all over the place, like booby traps and everything. I can picture Ned just trying to open the fridge and getting annoyed because Nancy turned it into some puzzle lock that had to do with Maya history, right? And it would be super obscure, too. Like, it would be glyphs or something that Ned has never seen in his entire life, and that would be so funny. Your ideal end to the Nancy Drew game series. Nancy's daughter child trying to discover the secrets her late mother held in her life. That would be so sweet. Oh, that would be really cool. I haven't thought about that before. That's actually a really interesting question. Nancy's child visiting all the locations Nancy solved cases and gathering clues. Lots of Easter eggs and meeting old characters. That would be amazing. Oh my goodness. That would be really cute. How would Nancy die? Oh, this is my favorite track in this whole game, by the way. Would it be from one of her cases? Oh, and Ned would be like, Nancy, can you solve this puzzle for me? He totally would. Nancy, I just wanted milk. Like, why? Why can't we just open the fridge like normal people? Oh, this song. I've heard of the Winchester Mansion. That would be a perfect house for Nancy. So fun. Okay. So we found the anvil rock.
There's an opening up there. It goes to another tunnel.
And this is where we need the port and starboard. So port is left and starboard is right. Yes, how Silent Spy should have been. Exactly. Nancy could never die. She has infinite second chances. True, Ruffles. So maybe she just, like, leaves a scavenger hunt for her daughter. She's been around 18 for 8 decades now. Good point. Good point. Yeah, so she just left. She's retired, sort of. But then she just made this for her daughter. Die in a case in a mysterious way, and her daughter had to figure out what happened to her. So yeah, like Silent Spy, but with a better plot. Or a better story. That makes more sense. Okay, port, starboard, starboard, port, port, starboard, 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 port, port, starboard, port, port.
More coordinates. I should have known. No signal.
Oh, we have no signal out here. Okay, well, I have them written down in my detective notebook. Thank goodness. I am so grateful for this notebook. Okay, so now we have to go opposite. So we go starboard, starboard, port, starboard, starboard. Uh-oh. I got stuck. Oh no, we're lost. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so starboard, starboard, port, starboard, starboard, port, 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 starboard, starboard, port, port, starboard. Okay, phew, phew, we were almost stuck. Imagine if Nancy dies of old age, takes a second chance, and had to restart from a baby. Oh my goodness. I figured out this puzzle by clicking randomly. Yeah, you can eventually make it through clicking randomly. It's not too much of a maze. So now we have more coordinates. We can go out now. Will Jenna tell us more about this? Do you usually make notes when playing the games yourself? Yes. I have one detective notebook, and I have this really pretty bound notebook that I got from Barnes & Noble. That's going to be my new detective notebook when I have time to transfer over my old notebook to the new one. And I want it to have like doodles and drawings, just like it are in the series. Yeah.
You again?
See you around.
Vote for Holt. Spread the word.
Yeah, the soundtrack is so good.
Hi, Nancy. How's it going?
Jenna, is there something you're not telling me about that tunnel I found?
My family has always denied that Shanghaiing ever took place in Snake Horse Harbor. Why? Because it did take place. And my great-great-grandfather, the man who built this place, he was a big part of it. I'd always been told that the tunnel he and his cohorts used to kidnap people had been filled in. And Aunt Iris said nothing to me about that trap door you found. If word gets out about that tunnel, the truth about my great-great-grandfather will come out eventually, too. I just wanted to spare my parents' feelings.
You know, your clam chowder really is awesome.
Say no more. Next one will be on the house, too.
That was delicious.
Here, let me get rid of that for you.
It's been fun talking to you.
Yeah, hasn't it, though?
Yeah, some of the puzzles are just too hard to remember, and there's a bunch of numbers to remember. Some of the earlier games I can get away without writing much down, but definitely in this mystery there's plenty that I have to have written down. And in the later games, absolutely have to have stuff written down. Is Katie still mad at us?
I'm kind of busy here if you don't mind.
Sorry.
Oh, she sounds so mad. I'm sorry we exposed you. I mean, you're the one who's being all illegal and everything. It's not our fault. Okay, 48, 42, 522, 123, 08, 799. Beautiful. Okay, so our waypoint now is kind of in the center towards the top. So if we go out one more and then make a beeline north. Right here. And we use this tracker thingy. Ooh. Least favorite soundtrack. Yours is The Deadly Device. Do not like. I honestly think Shattered Medallion just because it doesn't stand out to me. And all of the other games, I at least can remember some of the soundtrack, but I can't honestly sit here and tell you that I remember the Shattered Medallions track. And Midnight in Salem, if that counts. Yeah, it's not memorable at all, Maria. I totally agree. Like, I couldn't distinguish it from any other background soundtrack at all. Soundtrack really comes down to environment and ambiance and memorability. Like, how individual is it that it works with the game? Okay, so we have these fun binoculars.
Hilda?
Uh-oh, I'm getting predictable. This really will be our last conversation.
Oh, I hope not. I'd really like to meet you.
I'm afraid that's not going to happen. So, here you are in the home stretch.
You mean I'm never going to get any kind of explanation? Oh, that's not fair.
Okay, look. When I made my exit from Snake Horse Harbor, I left everything behind. You know, to kind of prove that I'd lost all my marbles. Problem is, I left behind something that I realize now I should have taken with me. My notebook on Benjamin Hawkins. Someone has obviously found it and is misusing it. See, my husband and I explored every inch of land in, around, and under Snake Horse Harbor. What we discovered, and we discovered everything, we wrote down in that notebook.
So this fishy thing that's going on, you feel like it's your fault.
Precisely. So, use what I just gave you and take a look at the boat and the bottle that Andy has. A really good look. When the time comes, you'll know what to do with what you see.
Ooh, the shade, Jessica. So good.
But something just doesn't make sense to me. Why do you want everyone to think you're crazy when you're obviously not?
Oh, Nancy, after my husband died, I just got bored. I love the San Juans, but the people of Snake Horse Harbor, I got tired of them. So I moved across the channel, and to make sure people left me alone.
You pretended to be nuts.
But then I got to thinking that it might be a good idea to make contact with someone trustworthy, just in case. Hence the messages in the bottles. Now, get going before it's too late. And what I just told you, keep it to yourself, okay?
Sure. So you won't be calling me anymore?
No. This, as they say in the business, is a wrap.
Well, I've enjoyed knowing you.
And I you. Thank you, Nancy.
Goodbye, Hilda.
Right, Amanda? Okay, bye, Hilda. You're literally the reason for this entire mystery, but okay. So we have to go take a look at the boat in the bottle that Andy Jason has. We haven't seen Andy in a while. Mid doesn't work well on my computer as I didn't play much of it. Yeah, me either, Jessica. Like, I have a pretty solid computer that runs The Sims just fine with all the expansion packs on high graphic settings, and I couldn't play Mid on anything but the low graphic settings, which is crazy to me. How she sees us, right, Golden Moon? Like, how does she do that? She has, like, a telescope that she uses just to see Nancy. Nancy's only friend, Hilda, left her.
Hi, Nancy.
Hilda has left the chat.
Someone broke into the hot kettle today.
No kidding. Wow, that's the third one this week.
Apparently all they took was food and boat parts.
Sounds a lot like those 2 other burglaries.
Thanks for your time.
My pleasure.
Andy's so annoyed by that, which I love. You don't say.
There's some kind of symbols on those sails.
Okay, so we're supposed to write down these symbols, which actually look very similar to the symbols used in Treasure in the Royal Tower. And then, now, yeah, we want to go to the lighthouse, because then we can go down. Yeah. She's not friends with Bess and George. She uses them for hints. True. And Frank and Joe. Nancy Drew fans and Mid is like Mass Effect Community and me Andromeda. I am not familiar with that last part, but I have a feeling I know what you mean. She also only uses her friends, so she looks like a normal human. Right? She just pretends like she has friends. What is it? 4375, I think. 4375? No, what is it? You're gonna make me look it up in my notebook? 3475. 34. There we go. I had to turn the page. And we open secret passageway. This is an impressive lighthouse. Yes, as a Mass Effect fan, I totally agree. That's awesome. If you guys had the opportunity to have a job as a lighthouse keeper, would you do it? If it had internet, like you have Wi-Fi, you have TV, you have indoor plumbing and everything, but you have to live alone in a lighthouse. Nancy Drew games are allowed. Would you do it? Is there even Nancy, though? We've never seen her. This is true. We've only ever seen, like, the back of her head. So, this shape. And then, let's see. Is it that one? Or is it this one? Which we would then turn to the W and the plus. Like that. Whoa. Pull the lever, Kronk!
I wonder where that goes to.
Nice. Okay. Secret passageway in the cave wall. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, lighthouses are cool. Nice! See, I always thought I was a little bit weird for thinking that that sounds like an amazing lifestyle, but I would totally do that. If I had internet, I had, like, plumbing and electricity and everything, and I could just, like, live a nice quiet life in a lighthouse, I would totally do that. I could have more time to, like, do some gardening and play Nancy Drew games. Just sounds peaceful. For all we know, Nancy is a crime-solving robot. True. It's like NED. That's why she has NED, because they're robots together. Hi, Nicholas! This has become my go-to. After watching The Lighthouse with William Dafoe and Robert Pattinson, not really. Yeah, my fiance's a big movie buff, and he saw The Lighthouse. I saw the trailer, and it just looked crazy. The overall idea is great. Yeah. The lighthouse looks insane. Okay, we need the canoe. Or the kayak. Couldn't remember for a second what we were supposed to do. Okay. Bye, Katie. I'm not even going to talk to you because I know you're just going to still be mad at us. We're going to the sea caves, where Nancy managed to open up a door in the rock, in the solid rock wall. It depends on whether that ringing sound's gonna be there. Like the clinking that it keeps making. And then we go into our secret passage.
This must be where Benjamin Hawkins used to hide out.
Cool. Ooh. So cool. I love finding new locations in the game. That's why she uses her friends to look like a normal human so that nobody finds out she's a robot. Exactly. Ooh.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
We found the orca! Oh!
Someone's trained her. She's not wild at all.
This is so cool. Let's play catch with it. Boop.
Maybe she wants to play catch.
It's so cute. Let's play catch with it all day long. I just want to watch it boop the beach ball with its nose.
What a smart whale.
She's so precious. Oh, I love her. I love her so much.
Firestone. Those must belong to Katie.
Well, that's not a good look for Katie. Frozen Atlantic herring, which she totally had on her boat. A harness series made for the orca. So it wears a harness, and then it goes down and picks up these boxes.
That piece of driftwood I found must have come from a container just like this one.
From the Whitechapel Dawn. Crazy. It was quite gory, but it's still fine. But she has NED. We must protect this orca at all costs. That is so true. The ball looks more realistic than the orca, to be honest. Yeah. Early animation. But it's so cute still. Look at him. Look at his little face. I mean, her little face. Oh, so cute.
Bye-bye.
I shall name her Squishy, and she shall be mine. And she shall be my Squishy. Okay, well, we made friends with the orca. Ooh.
Hello?
Hi, Nance. We're bored silly here, so we thought we'd give you a call. What's going on?
Great timing, you guys. You will not believe what I just discovered.
What? Tell us.
For one thing, that orca that's been causing all the trouble around here, it's not wild at all. It's been trained.
How do you know?
Because I played fetch with it. I'd toss something into the water, and it would use its head to kind of bonk it back to me.
Maybe it just picked that up on its own.
No, see, I found this hidden sea cave, and in it was this harness-type thing like the military uses on the orcas that it trains.
So what do you think it's been trained for?
In the cave, there were also some cargo containers. They were from the Whitechapel Dawn.
You think somebody trained the orca to retrieve containers from that shipwreck?
Casey the librarian did say the ship could have been smuggling something, and people don't usually bother smuggling something unless it's valuable.
Who trained it? That's what I want to know.
Well, in that hidden sea cave, I came across something else.
What?
A pair of work gloves. They had Katie's name on them.
Oh my gosh. Katie's behind all this?
Not necessarily. Those gloves may have been stolen from her.
Have you asked her about them?
Not yet. I'm on my way to do that right now.
Well, get going and let us know what she says as soon as she says it.
I will.
Right, Amanda? Like, if somebody played a random song from either of those games, I wouldn't immediately think, oh, that's Shattered Medallion, or oh, that's Midnight in Salem. That's a Nancy Drew game. I wouldn't think that. But with any of the other games, I absolutely would. The reason Nancy gets second chances, her maker reprograms her. Hashtag Nancy's a robot. Confirmed.
Katie's gone.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Katie's gone. Well, that's problematic. We've already established NED as one. Exactly. Seems plausible. Okay, so Katie's gone. But it seems like she's the one who's been training this orca. Or at least she looks very suspicious. Can they help us out? I need your boat, Holt.
You again?
I need a favor. I need you to take me out on your boat.
Right now? What for?
Well, it's a long story, but Katie Firestone may or may not be involved in something illegal.
I'm not taking my boat out now. It's almost dark. Just call the Coast Guard.
I can't. Not until I know for sure what's going on. I can explain on the way.
Look, I'm not going anywhere. And if you know what's good for you, neither are you. Just forget it.
I heard everything you told Holt. Believe me, there's nothing I'd like better than to help you get the goods on Ms. High and Mighty. But I got a cafe to run. Try Andy Jason.
Right, Demon Slayer, like so many of the soundtracks are so iconic. Which is fantastic. Yeah, what does BESS stand for? Interesting thought. Nancy had her suitcase in that boat. She lost her luggage again. Oh my gosh, I didn't even think of that. Katie, bring back my clothes.
Hi, Nancy.
I was hoping you could help me.
I was just about to close up shop, but what do you need?
Katie fixed her boat and took it out. She may have gone out to the site of this old shipwreck. In any case, I'd really like to catch up to her.
And you'd like me to give you a ride?
Me and my kayak?
Kayak? Are you nuts? It'll be dark in 10 minutes. And what about the fog?
I need you to take me out 1.5 miles due northwest of the lighthouse. Please, this is really important. I can explain on the way.
Oh, man. You've got me so curious, there's no way I can say no. You just got yourself a boat ride. Be careful. I'll be waiting right here.
He is just loving this. This ending is so good. I love this so much. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky.
Whale's making her final dive.
Good. The launch just brought in the last of the stuff that was stored in the sea cave. Another hour, and we'll be out of here.
Time to sneak.
If the crew sees me, I'm done for.
Shh, you hear something?
Oops. Well, the boss said you might be joining us.
That went well. It's like 3 pairs of mom jeans. It's high time Nancy changed her wardrobe. That's true, it'd be a good excuse to go shopping. What a stand-up guy. I know, he's so helpful. Oh my gosh.
Beef jerky. Liberated it from that camping supply place. Want some?
Still can't believe you robbed those places. The boss was fit to be tied, especially after you hit that cafe.
Having that tunnel with all those trap doors and nobody suspecting a thing? It was like being a kid with a key to the candy store. I couldn't help myself.
I couldn't help
myself. What's in those? Those look like animal furs.
Jeez.
Hey, no snoozing. Boss says this Nancy Drew person is a real troublemaker.
Like she's gonna show up out here.
I'm just telling you what the boss told me. Now keep your eyes open.
Some of the loudest stairs and ladders you've ever heard. Yeah, no kidding. It's like squeak, squeak. Oh no!
Oh
no! Oopsie. Looks like we got ourselves a stowaway.
Oh, come on. Everyone was gone. She could have just made a beeline for it. Right? Demon Slayer? Me too. How is this sneaky?
Where'd you put the notebook?
Boss has it.
Nice of Hilda Nutjob to leave it behind like that, huh?
Couldn't have pulled this off without it, that's for sure.
Hilda nut job. Sneaky, 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 sneaky. But mom jeans are in right now. That's true. Nancy is now stylish. Oh, we found our friend.
That must be the orca I saw before.
Hi, friend. Okay. We gotta go through here. What's over here? Let's confront her.
Katie? Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Nancy, I was afraid no one would ever find me.
What happened? How did you get here?
I fixed my boat and went right out to check on the whale, only the fog was rolling in and it was getting dark. Then I finally saw her, only she was being fed by some men in an outboard. They were putting some sort of harness on her. When they saw me, they rammed my boat, then grabbed me, tied me up, and brought me here. I don't know what's going on.
I think I do. They're using the whale to bring up smuggled cargo from a shipwreck.
Shh! Listen. Someone's coming! Hide! Hide!
That animation was honestly really good.
Well, Katie, you'll be happy to know that your friend Nancy will be joining us any minute. Hey, how'd you get that gag off? Well, it appears she's already here. All right, where are you? Nancy?
Nowhere?
If I could make it back to my kayak, I could go get help.
I'm nowhere.
Somebody stop her!
No! Run! Uh-oh.
Oh no! I'm trapped!
Well, what do we have here?
I knew it was you all along. And I told Holt and Jenna, if anything happens to me, they'll know you did it.
Nice try. But I can smell a bluff a mile away. You're about to become the victim of an unfortunate kayaking accident. Or maybe I'll tell my customers that the snake horse got you. Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Oh my gosh, wrong time for notifications. No! No! Clear notifications. This is not a good time, notifications. Uh-oh.
Say goodnight, Nancy.
Oh no! Oh no! That wasn't my fault.
Oh no! I'm trapped!
Well, what do we have here?
I knew it was you all along. And I told Holt and Jenna, if anything happens to me, they'll know you did it.
Nice try. But I can smell a bluff a mile away. You're about to become the victim of an unfortunate kayaking accident. Or maybe I'll tell my customers that the snake horse got you. Yeah, that's what I'll do.
His face. Oh my gosh. You could whack him with it, but it doesn't work. This works.
What did you do that for? Say goodnight, Nancy. Nuts.
Way to go, buddy!
Thank you, Orca. Good shot. Yay!
Nancy Drew, are you on board? This is Holt Scotto. I'm here with the Coast Guard. Nancy.
Oh, now you want to help.
Dear Ned, I've got to hand it to Andy Jason. The plan he cooked up to recover smuggled animal furs was a darn good one. First, he got himself an orca that the Russians had trained for covert military operations. Then, he made it look like the whale was an orphan, so he could hide her in plain sight while she did his dirty work at night. Then, he and his henchmen disabled Katie's boat to keep her out of their way. They needed work gloves, so they stole hers. In fact, Andy's henchmen couldn't resist using the tunnel they'd found out about in Hilda's notebook to steal practically everything they could get their hands on. But now Andy and his buddies are in jail. Jenna is serving more clam chowder than ever. Katie is planning to vote for Holt after all. The orca is getting along great with a local pod and is rapidly losing interest in humans. And I'm back on the ferry headed home. See you soon, Nancy. P.S. Just before I left, I saw something appear, then quickly disappear in the channel by Katie's boat. She said it was just a log, but I'm pretty sure it was you-know-who saying goodbye.
Aw, what a fun ending. Oh, what award did we get? Ooh, we're an orienteering expert using the GPS to navigate difficult passageways. Well, that's fun. I don't know if I've ever gotten that one before. Nice. Robot fashion is timeless. Oh, hey, right lever this time. Here, birdie, birdie, birdie. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Nancy's like a little kid who hides behind her hands. So true. Oh, I'm sorry you missed it, Ray Marie. Yeah. Thank you for checking in, though. They absolutely got me when I played for the first time. Yeah, the red herring is so good. What a cutie. Isn't he adorable? Andy getting knocked out is one of my favorite animations ever. Totally agree. It's such a good ending. The Nancy Drew entity has solved another mystery. So funny when the whale throws a scuba tank at Andy. It's so good. How do you get a Russian whale? Do you place a Craigslist ad? Miles just found someone of his kind. It's perfect. Yay, we did it!
Hey, fellow detective, ever been to a ranch? I haven't, but I've been invited to one. It's in Arizona, and it's called Shadow Ranch, and I can't wait to go. You're invited too, but I should probably warn you, it could be a little dangerous.
Iconic. Nancy Drew's Secret of Shadow Ranch. So good. So well done. Thanks, Maria. Yeehaw. I want to be a sassy detective. You are a sassy detective, Nicholas. Everyone here today is a detective. And if you want to be sassy, you can be sassy. Yeehaw. Next stream, that's a good question, Demon Slayer. So next we'll do Secret, I almost said Shadow at the Water's Edge. Secret of Shadow Ranch. Yes, Ray Marie. Next up, Secret of Shadow Ranch. It depends. I know my Tuesday through Thursday might be a little bit busy this day, but I know for a fact we don't have school on Friday this week. So maybe Friday. It might end up being Friday that the next stream would be. Unless I, for some reason, have ridiculously easy days the next few days. So excited for the next stream. Yay, Jessica. I'm so excited too. Thank you, everyone, so much for joining. I so enjoyed playing Danger on Deception Island with you all today. The Nancy Drew robot solves another mystery. Yes, she did. Cowboy time next stream. Exactly. We'll have to get Shadow Ranch themed snacks. Make a Shadow Ranch cake. All right. Well, thank you. Friday sounds good to you. Awesome. I'm glad that that sounds good to people. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. It's worth waiting for. Thank you, Maria. That's so sweet. You are all such wonderful fellow detectives. It's so fun solving mysteries with all of you. Genuinely. Don't push yourself to push things out too fast. Thank you, Demon Slayer. I need that reminder sometimes for sure. Everyone like! You're so nice, Nicholas. Thank you. Super fun as always. Thanks, Golden Moon. Get your yeehaw hats ready, boys. Exactly. Get your cowboy boots. We'll have a grand old time. Don't push yourself. Take your time. Thank you, Amanda. Have a great rest of your Monday, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. You're all amazing. Bye.